and this is Arcane Mark. Today we are going to heaven in Dawnsbury Days, so let's take a look at what is going to happen next. It looks like we are 46% of the way through the adventure of the Profane Barrier. We've leveled up, we've got our stuff.
We've got our cleric and our triple fighter squad. It tells us the temple, the first adventure, and yes.
Oh, it's playing this cutscene.
I didn't even know it was a monster.
It said we needed a special tiara to get through. I thought play cutscene might have been like reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that is the cutscene. Let's go into it.
So, what will you do the next time you spot a suspicious mole?
We have Lori, the fallen angel cleric.
Call for an adventurer?
Good. Now show me the wound.
Thank you, Miss Brightshield. Would you... do you want the 4GP the mold dropped?
I can't take payment for temple services, Finian. Take the gold and buy yourself a healing potion.
Yes, Miss Brightshield. Excuse me.
I see you're becoming very popular around here.
I can't really undo what I did, but...
If spending all your energy healing isn't the best way to make penance, then I don't know what is.
Bringing Lenka back. Taking revenge against the demons.
You may be able to help us with that.
No, sorry. I can't take part in combat anymore. I tried, but I can't.
Have you lost your sword? We have replacements.
I tried fighting a wild monster while you were away. I tried striking it or casting a spell, but I couldn't. I froze in fear, paralyzed. I fought a monster 4 levels below me and survived only by fleeing. I can't help you against the demons.
Perhaps you can't help us fight, but you can help us with information.
We are searching for the Tiara of Open Skies. It can pierce the demon's barrier.
The Tiara of Open Skies? But we have that. It's kept in the Heavenly Vault.
Which is in...
Heaven, yes. I'm sorry, I can't get you there anymore. I lost the ability to plane shift along with the rest of my powers when I...
Is there perhaps another way to heaven?
There's an old portal site near Dawnsbury. Perhaps one of those portals could be directed towards heaven.
Is this something you could do, Lori?
Maybe... I can try. I'm still attuned to heaven.
But that place is crawling with giant spiders.
You have an option to enable arachnophobia mode before you begin the encounter.
We can clear those out.
Very well. Miss Brightshield, stay here for now. We'll secure the portal site and then come back for you. And then we will go to heaven.
Alright. Well, we got an achievement for this.
You told Lori of your idea to find the Tiara of Open Skies, and the fallen angel agreed to help you find and secure this artifact. You'll first need to secure the portal site, but before
We're
you do
still
that,
in downtime.
you might want to do some shopping. I think we handled that at the end of last session, yeah?
We did. They allowed us to shop before, unless they changed what was available in the store based on us leveling up, in which case we probably should have waited for it to happen. But I don't think so. This looks like all the same stuff. I don't see anything particularly different. So
also we're
out of
gold,
money.
right,
So even if there was, all right.
Next time, guys.
The tiara is in the vaults of heaven itself. To plane shift there, we can use the ancient portal site by Dawnsbury. But first, we need to secure it. Trigger warning: spiders.
Or we could also.
I mean, we could just fight the spiders.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Because we have mentioned that the spiders are happening before, and the people who don't want to watch the spiders can skip the spiders, and the people who do can see the spiders.
But I think it's cool that they have an arachnophobia mode.
Spider. A crude approximation of
Lang spider.
reality. You are lucky your limited senses protect you.
It's an aberration, not native to our point of light.
The tendrils of despair are closing around your world as we speak.
Lang spiders, I think, are like pretty high level.
Avert your eyes and sleep. Heed me, scatter, and live out your lives in ignorance.
We need the portals, horror.
The portals belong to the plateau.
Plateau.
They are not yours.
There is more of you?
Untold Heed my last warning. Flee and live in ignorance, or stay and die in anguish.
The dark spider is the most important threat. Move forward, team, and eliminate it.
This is definitely much lower level than I think a usual link spider is. So, but still level 7, which is pretty rough. And these are
And then
just
we have,
normal
looks like,
level
a
5
set of
giant
3
spiders.
giant spiders to fight. Okay, so what's going on with the terrain of the webs there?
So also this one has freedom of movement, and it can summon even more spiders, which are weak giant spiders if it feels like it, for one action, but as a flourish. Which basically, since it doesn't have other flourishes, is just a once per round ability. Like normally for a creature, if it only has one, we would just put once per round, but flourish is a lot, like, takes less space to use it, and it's probably easier to code in the game. So they've got, it looks like they've got a strike, they've got a web trip with a ranged attack where they can trip us with the web, and they can do some kind of spider venom and move fast on
Wait, don't
webs.
move off yet.
Oh?
They had the description for web. This is difficult terrain, and when a creature without flying enters here, it makes an athletics check or reflex save, which has a better DC 22. On a success, it destroys the web and continues to destroy further webs without checks for the rest of its movement, or the rest of its turn on a critical success. On a failure, the creature takes a -10 penalty to its speed until its next turn. On a critical failure, the creature's movement stops and it's immobilized until its next turn.
So it's like kind of similar to a web spell.
Yeah.
And these guys can move at full speed on there, and they can sense creatures who are on their web and poison us. Alright,
Yeah, I
so the
figured we
main
should know what
thing
the deal
is
with the
that
web
the
is
only
before.
thing that this one can do at range is trip us. Unlike other leg spiders, it doesn't have, like, weird ranged attacks. So we could start the fight from a distance.
I think that makes sense, and then try to lure them out of that web area, because that web area seems pretty dangerous.
That's right. So let's see. What do we got here? This is clear. Oh wait, no, it's clear for itself.
Clear for itself, yeah.
That's,
But we're
that seemed weird that it would be
Yeah,
clear.
I know. We're
No,
blocked.
we're blocked completely.
We're blocked by the bush of blocking.
Okay, that's fine. But we could go to... I figured we could go to spots that had standard cover.
Yeah, like there.
Like
That's
there.
85 feet.
And
What's
it's
its
within
move?
range and it's standard cover. Its move is 30.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll not be able to actually attack.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I need to undo the strike, then go here, then we're going to attack with cover. Double. Oh, I guess we could attack that, but it has greater cover.
So I think we should just attack the normal one. Yeah, the normal cover
Greater
one.
cover is just a lot of cover. Oop, no, don't move. We'll do an assisting shot with the second attack. All right, well, you know what?
We'll give it a shot.
That didn't work, but
And now this one can
now
move
it's
up.
just going to spend all of its actions coming after us, so that's...
Oh, wait, there's a fourth spider back there.
There sure was. We didn't see it. It was, like, hiding in the web.
Or maybe it made it.
Oh, yes, it created
That's
it
the
with
new
its
one.
summon.
Yeah. Summon weak giant spider. Okay.
Well, I'm glad the AI chose to summon move instead of move summon. Because that's better for us. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. So this is 45 feet
from
away.
her and clear view.
That one
looks
is
like.
blocked, even though it would be in range if we
Yeah.
wanted to do a needle darts. We can also potentially demoralize if we get closer. We did not get the thing where they run away from her if on a critical demoralized, but even so, I think given that the Lang spider decided to rear its head, that we can have the... Yes, this will allow this into the back line, but we can have the fighters
I think
go
that
after
makes
that.
sense.
And given that fact, the question is whether I should demoralize it or do a needle darts again. I guess we could do a needle darts from here, and it has... It's clear, so... Aha! We hit.
15 damage goes.
Worth. Alright. And then let's guidance Safi, maybe?
Yeah.
Um...
Or actually, Tokdar...
Tokdar does more damage, but Safi... Is Safi on a crit will not get prone. So I think I'm gonna guidance Safi.
Yeah, I guess because they can both reach the spider. In a
They
single
both
move
will
at
reach
this point
the
because
spider
of their...
with a sudden charge.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we're done. Giant spider C's coming in.
Well, they have reach, so I think they could do it in a single move anyway, but yeah.
Oh, you're right. Well, not to flank, but yes.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So
We're
we
gonna
could have
use-
Safi go ahead and do the sudden charge to set up the
Yes.
cycle around.
So let's see. What would be a good flank for Safi? I think that would be from here.
Yeah.
Because we've determined that this sort of diagonal flank.
Yeah, and
flanks.
then that'll be good for Tok'tar to get into there.
Use the bonus. It missed anyway. Oh well. We'll just attack it again. Ah ha ha! It's prone.
That's excellent for us.
Alright, well,
Prone
we
it
don't
goes.
even need a...
There's a question in chat. Do the webs burn? Probably not. It doesn't specifically mention that they do, so presumably...
Normal spider webs sell because, like, not as flammable
Well,
as
it's
people
like- yeah.
think from video games. So.
And I have my phone here so that I can view the chat without having to be like, Mark, show me the chat.
Alright.
Like
So,
I've been
yes,
these other
we
times,
are
so that should
allowing
help
the
us out.
back line to be, like, super, they're frightened. So, we're allowing the back line to be super invaded here, but...
But this takes out the most dangerous one, and those two are still coming up for us.
You can just go. No, you can go, buddy. You're good. Alright.
You want the reaction for the boss guy.
I want to get rid of the boss.
Yep.
Okay.
They don't have a reaction, presumably, that triggers on firing range.
Alright.
Jason.
They don't. So we could just shoot them, but we don't have volley. So we could also shoot the boss. Weirdly, it is actually...
Lesser cover,
It
looks
does,
like.
but it's also prone.
Yeah.
So if we just want to get rid of the boss first, we could
What
do
was the
that.
United Assault with the how many people have
Oh, right.
hit the
How many people
whatever?
have hit it? It deals more damage. So it would
Yeah.
do 2 additional damage. The other option could be to, like, double shot. Oh, no. That one has greater cover. Okay. So I think in this case, then, that we should United
United
Assault
Assault.
the boss.
See how that goes?
There we go.
Okay,
Take some
excellent.
persistent bleed
I think we
damage.
should also move at least once.
Yes. Well, what's their attack bonus? 15. What's our armor class? 25.
And they're definitely going to flank us.
Yes. So that means that their last attack is at a +5. Even with the flank, they're barely likely to hit. So forcing them to move once, and if they're going to move already, to flank. Now, if we could...
I was thinking about moving to a position
If we
that's
could have
not
moved to a
flankable.
position that they had to double move to get to us, that's a different story. And I think we can because our movement speed is higher than 30.
Yeah.
So let's do that. So we'll do an assisting shot on the Lang Spider. It missed.
I was also thinking about moving to a position that's unflankable. As an option as well.
Okay, so the question is, can you go around this tree? You probably can.
Well,
So
if we can, then
5,
they can too.
Hold on, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, but I think they still wouldn't be able to attack this spot. Because they would be taking 2 diagonals. If they did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 to get here. So,
Yeah.
and by they can't attack, what I mean is they can do it, but they will have to spend 2 actions to get here.
Let's do it. Also, that place they'd really have to go around to get that flank.
Yep. So, as we expected, they are going to
Use
go
Blood
after...
Vendetta to punish that creature?
Well, let's see. Is it actually worth it to use Blood Vendetta?
How often does she get attacked?
Not super often, but like this is a level 5. I guess we could do it. Take that, it critically failed. Alright, this is the one. Oh man, it made it up. It didn't quite die. Too bad. Alright. Too bad, so sad. Let's see. So, obviously we're going to want to
Finish the boss?
raise our shield, but let's see if we can finish the boss so the fighters can get out of fighting the boss. We cannot. Okay.
Shield raised.
Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. So
Now can we
Safi
finish the boss?
has a good chance of doing it. Okay.
Alright.
Safi is totally flanked.
So maybe make one more strike and then...
But also
move out?
Safi is like webbed or something. Wait, is Safi prone?
What is Safi's
Yeah, Safi is
situation? Yeah,
prone.
we should fix that.
But I think the boss knocked Safi down.
Yeah.
Well, we forgot to stand up first because we didn't notice that we were prone. Alright, so we're prone. Now, we could attack again, or we could raise our shield, or we could move out of the flank.
I think
raise the
move-
shield
raise the
because then they'll be
yeah.
tempted to keep attacking our tank person whose
Yeah.
AC is actually high because we flanked him.
Victor, yeah, now we're gonna attack him.
Alright. So, let's see what we can do here. Well, Anacostia probably needs some help, but we can't get a flank because of this spot.
So we could attack the one that
We
we
could
can't
attack
flank
this
here.
one that we can flank. I think that's probably worth. Alright, so move. And we shall use Intimidating Strike. It missed.
Flurry misses.
Well, that happened. Alright, so that's greater cover, which is not especially good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this movement should be a good shape
for a longbow attack. No one's attacked that one this turn. So
persistent bleed damage and an assisting shot.
Yep.
Boom. And it's been assisted. Uh-oh. Let's shield block.
Yes.
Wait, how much damage is that? I don't want to, like, destroy the entire shield. Does it say?
Yeah, it says you're about to be dealt 36 damage by Strike Fang.
The shield would take 31 damage if we do this. Then again, I mean, like...
We have a spare shield, not on her.
We have a spare shield, maybe?
Don't we? Did we have a spare shield?
Wait, how many hit points does Anna actually have?
67 left.
Okay. So, you know what? I think we'll pass. And she failed her save against the poison, unfortunately.
Well, it's healing time, I do believe.
And it recovered from its persistent bleeding damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's obviously very low. So I think that she probably needs to heal herself and then
back out.
Or shield, actually, because it can still chase her, and I think the 2 AC is going to be worth more than...
Oh, I was thinking if she backed out, the other one would have more trouble wailing on her.
Well, yeah, we'll see. They seem to, for some reason, want to come into this cluster of fun.
Fair enough. I'm happy to have them play there.
Alright. So, let's see what we can do here. We theoretically could double slice
But if
this
we
thing.
want to be doing that, we may want to Agile Grip also at some point.
Yes. So the question is it worth it to Agile Grip and then double slice versus attack, shield?
I think with the number of enemies, we would want to attack, shield.
I think so too. Attack. If they had taken them a little longer to traverse the battlefield, we had a turn to do the grip without being attacked, that would be good. But this is definitely going to keep them attacking the person we want them to be attacking.
Yes.
So this one recovered from its being intimidated. So we can just swipe.
We'll use swipe this time, guys.
Oh! Don't slide because it's the one that's in the flank.
Wow, that one's critically low.
It's at
2 hit points.
It's a 2. Wow. Okay, the problem is that our multiple attack penalty is now, like, up the wazoo. How high is our intimidation? We do not have it. Is Toktar take the feat that lets us add our level to...
We could maybe... Why don't you kick it? The kick is agile.
I mean,
it's
you're right. You're right. When you're right, I guess. Strike, kick. But wait. No. It's not worth it because we are weapon fighter specialization of the polearm.
Oh, right. So
still going to be 40% either way.
Right.
All right. Well, which one is doing this? This weak one is moving.
But are the other ones going to move? I feel like they probably won't.
I don't know if they will. I think they like where they are. I guess we'll take it. You'll take it too. Crit, and we'll slide it over here. Okay.
That one did move, but
that's fine. All right, so
pew pew.
There's back to persistent bleed damage again. Exacting strike. It missed, so we got back our momentum, and assisting shot missed also.
Okie dokie.
Okay, this time we're gonna block it. Okay, and she cleared the poison, so I think we can try to have her just like kill this one if she hits. There we go. She doesn't really need to raise her shield here, but I'd rather not like
tempt
fate with these guys. But let's see, who can we guidance? Only herself.
Mm-hmm.
What's the duration of guidance exactly?
Until the start of your next turn.
So we can't use that for next turn. So
unless you moved up to put it on Scarlet.
Don't have the action.
So. Oh, right. You only have 1 action left. Never mind.
All right. Did he just critically fail against the poison? I think he did.
I think he did.
All right. That's fine. So these guys are all like no hit points.
Let's attack the one we're next to first.
Sure.
Well, we don't have the flank, and then move into the flank for the second attack.
That one's dead.
Yeah, we can do the extended flank with the reach.
That one is alive. Okay.
See if we can finish the one that we have in a flank.
Yes. Regular attack. Yes, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Can we finish the second one with exacting strike?
Area secure.
Mm-hmm. Area secure. We have control of the portal site.
What do you think the spider was up to?
The portals lead to the 6 elemental planes: fire, water, air, earth, wood, and metal. Elementals aren't usually evil, and they don't scheme. I don't think any of them would ally with the spider.
Perhaps the spider hoped to use the site to open a portal to another plane, much like what we intend to do.
Perhaps.
In any case, the site is ours. Let's go back for Miss Brightshield and then on to heaven.
We defeated all the enemies. Oh man, I think it's appropriate that the Lang Spider is thing number 13.
That's right. We
We
got
gain
a
a
moderate
moderate
healing
healing
potion.
Put it on, let's see.
Probably Safi.
Safi, I would think, yeah.
Okay. Safi is the one who almost got killed by that lich.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Adventure number 14, Plane Shift.
Time for a plane shift ritual. Who knows what will
Lori
happen.
prepares to perform the plane shift ritual,
This
but
game
it's
is the most
complex and
stable.
dangerous.
I'll use this one for the plane shift ritual.
Whenever you're ready, Miss Brightshield.
Thank you for helping us, Lori.
Elu Naya Eshi Sono Ir. I Su Sanimala. Irusmi. There's feedback. Some of the elemental gates are activating on their own.
We'll protect you, Lori.
Yes, focus on the ritual, Miss Brightshield. Team, prepare for incoming.
Dun dun dun. Every time someone does a ritual, it seems like something happens. Now,
Mm-hmm.
is this ritual circle going to like give us a buff when we're in it? Remember there was one that did
Yeah,
that
I do
before?
remember that. I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't, like, from the story, it doesn't necessarily, because that's not the purpose of the ritual.
You're right. Incoming plane shift from the planar gate of water.
At this initiative count, the planar gate will summon a water elemental, then deactivate again.
Okay.
Oh,
see
that's
it.
going to be it, the
It's
planar gate
there.
of water. Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't look like we can like disable the planar gate of water.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it's more about positioning for this first turn, then.
isn't she gonna like freak out that there's like a fight going on? Maybe she's distracted by the ritual. Alright, anyway. We've gotta protect her from being killed by the elementals.
Yes.
So I think that we need to
Advance.
advance. Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So going here, raise a shield, and turn.
Now, as for her,
Well,
there's not a
it
ton of
depends
clear
on
visibility.
where the elemental is gonna be, right? If it's straight exactly in this line, that's one thing. Now up here,
Up
I
here,
think
we'd have better angle, or like down below, but up here is probably easier to reach and cluster our people around.
if she's up here,
Yeah.
wait,
That's some cover. That space there is pretty good.
yeah, this space has a lot of visibility to exactly where things appear. And then these guys, we don't want them to be like right next to it,
Yeah.
but they're easily within.
This would be a good.
Hawktar is easily within sudden charge range.
This would be a good turn to use the agile grip on.
Correct. So I think Hawktar doesn't have to do anything. I mean, I guess he can take cover.
There's no harm in taking cover.
Alright, so definitely
he can
get
agile
agile
grip.
grip. And he's maybe not within the easiest sudden charge range no matter what, so he can just go here and then raise his shield just in case the summoned
Yeah.
elemental gets a
Summon an
turn.
elemental. Destroy it before it interrupts Miss Brightshield.
Alright. Because see, the elemental actually went here. So maybe we should have delayed. Now that we know that the elemental doesn't appear at the same initiative as its gate, but just randomly in the next turn, we can know that delaying could be useful.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Now we see the planar gate of wood is the one that's going to activate next turn.
Which is
That
one.
one down there. Okay.
It's on the exact opposite side. But we can just let it have to come to us. So
Sounds
we're
good.
Gonna
So
move.
let's position so that
We're
we
gonna
can use
shoot
our favorite.
metal at the elemental.
Shattering ice. When an enemy, what did that do? When an enemy hits the wizard with attack, deals physical damage. It deals piercing damage to enemies in a 5-foot emanation.
It's also a reaction, it looks like.
Anyone who fails is also blinded for 1 round. So that tells us that we want to attack from range.
Also,
Whenever its reaction isn't
his
used up.
yeah, his reaction was used up, so... United Assault.
Rohit says, good thing this ritual doesn't require any secondary casters.
It's now immobilized, also. Oh, that's good because it's about to be its turn.
Bad news for it.
And so it's gonna have to. I mean, it's not that hard to get rid of the immobilize
still
effect,
an
but it's an action. And then it strode, and then it stepped, and so it didn't get to do anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna
Flankety
go
flank?
here, and then we shall use Intimidating Strike. And we missed. Alright, but don't worry, because this is also a flank.
Mm-hmm. This will create the... Yeah, I guess when we do hit it, we're going to be damaging ourselves, because it got us reaction back.
Oh, you're right. Nah, that was a known thing. I guess we should have rose the shield first. That's fine. Alright. So
let's get her out of its face so that...
Well, it doesn't have his reaction back yet.
Okay, fair enough.
But yes, it's better than raising her shield to get out of it, even though it removes the flank because reasons.
Yes.
And she's actually blinded.
Yeah, that's one of the effects of the AoE.
Yep. Alright, well, that's not to worry. We banished it. And there's the wood.
It's a weak living grove. So that one's not as strong as the other one.
I don't remember what level the other one is, but that makes sense.
Wasn't it 6?
I think it was, yes. Alright. Let's see. Is there a place that's within her range that has a straight shot at this? No. Then in that case, she might as well... Wait, is it greater cover from here?
That looked like the greater cover color to me. Oh no, that's standard.
I thought it was standard. Okay, then we might as well... Exacting Strike. As expected, it missed, but that's fine.
Assisting shot.
It hit, so
nice.
we got some assistance.
What's his move?
Its move is 20. So it's
Trees aren't known for their speed.
It's not exactly going to be a big problem.
So we can maybe move ourselves to a position that it can have to waste a lot of time.
5, 15, 20. 5, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So as long as we don't move like past like here or something like that, it's not going to be able to
What's his range attack situation? Does it have any?
Oh, that's a good question. It has branch and nuts.
And then vine prison is 30-foot range.
But it's a 2 action, so it won't be able to use that on
and
Lori.
move up. Yeah.
It will be able to get to Lori, but it won't be able to attack. And I'm okay with that. Let's end turn.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And he can end turn with his shield up.
Yeah.
And we're still in the agile grip.
So we can have him stand next to Lori. Oh, that's ranged.
It is range. We did not know that. Also, this gate is going to summon an elemental. This gate already summoned a weak Zord, and this one is going to summon an elemental into Anaquesta's face. So, I guess we don't want to be literally next to it. But this one is also a huge pain. Alright, so... Did not realize this was going to be attacking from quite that distance, unfortunately. Okay, so we can cast a guidance on Safi and raise. Maybe the Zorn doesn't have a ranged attack. Doesn't seem to. So
yeah, because that's claw and jaw stuff, so.
We can raise shield and enter. Alright, so what about this?
Yeah, because I guess it was out of range for needle darts.
It was out of range. We would have had to move closer to needle darts it.
That's, pick one that's
it's
standard.
It's going to be standard already, so we can just attack from where we are. Oh, wait. That was us who hit it before, so we can't use United Assault.
Yes.
That's 1, 2, and assisting shot will probably be missing completely. Alright, so, given this is range, I guess let's sudden charge it.
Yeah, we might as well get in its face. Talk Dargo!
Talk Dargo. Choose a creature. That one. That was the one I choose.
Don't end turn.
No, don't end turn. I forgot that I had another attack.
Yes, we double.
Kill it, kill it. Okay, well, Safi's gonna do the same thing.
Sudden charge! He gets into position.
We'll go here. Use the bonus. Alright, that's one down. And we'll just come back.
Yeah, be ready for the air one.
The air one's gonna come in our face.
Air one's probably gonna have mobility.
And that also lets us do this.
Does gate just activate without bringing in?
It's probably an invisible stalker.
Oh, yeah. 100,000%.
I can now use Seek also.
Seek just appeared. That's very sus. Oh, yeah, put it over the gate, because it probably appeared adjacent to the gate.
I'm gonna seek again.
Maybe in slightly different squares adjacent to the gate? Like, in case
Well,
it
it
appeared
shouldn't
on
have
this
had
part?
a turn. Also, it says weak invisible stalker. It shouldn't have had a turn yet, too.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it appeared, like...
Didn't they appear, like, in the gate before?
Yeah, but this gate was here.
What? I
Yeah.
had all of the squares.
Oh,
of the
I was
gate.
thinking maybe it would possibly appear north or south of this one here.
This was Anna and not Scarlet, so I just prevented her from doing her actual needle darts by virtue of doing 2 seeks.
Well, we can do a third one then.
But they always appeared in the gate.
Oh, in the physical gate, I see.
Yes.
Well, we could do a third seek then, I guess. Or cast a guidance.
Or cast a guidance or raise a shield.
Who hasn't been guidance yet? Scarlet, I guess?
I'm gonna do one more seek. Didn't work.
Very sneaky.
Okay. It is very sneaky. That's very troublesome. Okay, so.
Sort of standard blocked.
Yeah, so I guess we can go here.
Bro, it says plot relevant seek is MVP. I wish this was implemented IRL. Yeah, wouldn't it be useful if it's like suddenly you realize there's something you should be noticing?
And I'm gonna do this now for seek.
Yeah. There it is.
See, it was the spot that we kept seeking.
Yeah.
It just was very good at hiding.
I mean, it's not called the Invisible Stalker for nothing. So shall we go ahead and set in
it's
charge?
certainly not called the Visible Stalker.
Yes.
But now it's at least somewhat visible. Alright, so there we go. Now that Invisible Stalker is going to be a huge problem.
No, it's going to be fine.
Why?
Anna has multiple spells that make invisible creatures visible.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a huge problem, but I'd rather kill the weak Zoran first because...
Yeah, and then Anna can make it visible.
So here's the question,
Yeah.
which is... I think the answer is double slice.
Double slice sounds good to me.
Alright. It's got resistances... Oh, wait.
What is resistances?
It's
weak to bludgeoning,
so therefore we shouldn't use double slice because it combines the damage before doing the weaknesses.
Right, and that doesn't.
We
and
might
that's
be
good
able to get our bludgeoning weakness on it twice if we attack it twice.
So that's good for when you're trying to fight against something with resistance, so
if
you're
it
not
didn't
multi-date.
have the bludgeoning weakness, we definitely should have used the. We definitely should have used the double slice here. Boom, critical. All right, so it's now prone. So we'll attack it one more time. Yeah, missed. Alright, so what is our chance of hitting it? It's 40% versus raise shield. I think we'll
Can you hit what? You can strike it with the shield though. The shield's agile.
Right, it is agile. You're right. But will it actually kill it? Because it has 21 hit points.
No, but you could damage it with the shield. And you're more likely to get the damage. Yeah.
But it only does 9 damage versus... Yeah, I guess it's almost the same amount. So let's strike it with the shield.
Yeah, 50% chance to hit instead of 40.
Okay, it's down to 2.
Besides, then we're actually using our agile shield.
It's dead.
Alright.
And it's sneak attacking our good friend here. Alright. Great. Although the gate of fire is going.
Yeah.
Oh, and also the gate of metal already went while we were, like, not quite paying attention. Alright. So, here's the Invisible Stalker. Let's cast a anti-invisible spell.
Let's do Fairy Fire so everyone can see.
Yes. Arguably, we should have just cast See Invisibility before, but yeah, let's cast Fairy Fire. Now, it's not invisible, so it should not be able to do its sneak attacks very easily, which will lower its damage.
But it still has the classic art for Invisible Stalker.
It does. I'm gonna raise shield.
Which book was that in that where the Invisible Stalker was a blank page? Was that
AD&D?
AD&D, yeah.
AD&D Monster Manual. Okay, so...
Eric Nielsen apparently said exactly the same thing when that gate activated. It was presumably that was going to be an Invisible Stalker. Or the Seek thing. Oh yeah, they were talking about the convenient Seek. Yeah. Either way.
Alright, there we go. And assisting shot. Alright, Tokdar. Sudden. Charge. Miss. Alright, that's fine. Ooh, gosh. Its AC isn't even that high. We just got kind of unlucky. Alright, so we're going to move here. We cannot double slice because we needed it to be at the distance.
Yes.
So we flick mace and flick mace. Alright, it's getting low. And its damage was not that high because it could not sneak attack. Now this thing...
Almost done. Just one more round.
Ooh, Sky Metal Striker.
I guess we also don't have to win.
We just have to keep her alive and well.
That's right. Okay, so Sky Metal Striker. I wonder if it's okay, so it resists electricity.
It's got 100 hit points.
It's very strong compared to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, anyway, let's see if we can kill this with needle darts so that the other guys can do something
There's only
else.
a 40% chance to hit, but
That's
you know.
fine. And I'll raise my shield.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is a
56%.
Well, the reason is that it's 40 instead of 50
Yeah.
is it's still blurred.
Still blurred, yep. Exacting strike. Assisting shot.
Did not work. Now this thing has the possibility of getting a flank though, so we want to kill it.
Yeah.
Alright. Or banish it in this case. So we'll go here, and we'll attack one more time. There we go. And now we're gonna double strike this guy. We're gonna finally do it. We're double slicing. Boom!
Yeah, because his only resistance is electricity, and that's irrelevant to us.
Correct. And we're gonna, let's see. If we raise our shield, the problem is this thing could easily attack Lori.
Yeah, let's not raise
In
our
fact, it
shield.
might kill Lori.
We don't have a way to push it back or anything like that.
Yeah, not really. And it's going next. If we
Is he doesn't have intimidation for demoralize, right?
No,
To reduce its accuracy.
he does not. We could attack, but it's probably gonna miss. Do we have something better than that? Like, I don't really want to encourage it not to attack, although I don't think that they think about that. Well, let's attack with the shield at least a 35.
Yeah.
Hey, it did hit, and they went after.
Whoa.
Whoa! Holy crap! Okay, we critically saved though. Yes, we're taking the reaction.
Yes, it worked! Follow me, everyone!
To win this encounter, we must either defeat all enemies or all of us must move into the portal.
Well, we all go right now, so I think we can just move into
I'll
the
move
portal.
into the portal, yeah.
I don't see any reason we need to defeat the enemies unless there was
Yeah,
like...
if we weren't near the portal, then
They're
this would be more
obviously
trouble.
summoned, so it said banished. It's not like we would be looting something by
Yeah.
that. So I would say we can just go in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
However, just for funsies, we could shoot something with needle darts and then go into the portal. Play it ship. Alright. Let's see.
Move, shoot, plane shift?
Yeah, plane shift seems to be a free action.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can
Actually,
move,
move, shoot, plane shift.
United Assault,
Assisting shot?
shot. I guess if it actually hits.
Plane
then.
shift, yeah.
Alright. And we can
Finish it.
attack. Not intimidating striker. We will actually be stuck here. Oh wow, this is actually probably gonna kill it though.
Yeah. Slide to Jason and then move in plane shift. Or you just want to win it.
You know what? At this point, I feel contemptuous, so I'm just
All
gonna
right,
attack
here
it.
comes the contempt. We don't have our cleric anymore if this goes badly.
Yep. I feel contemptuous because we did better than expected. Now watch what happens if they all die from this.
We win! And there was a comment, it's called Fade now, no? Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. So we got a +1
Resilient.
resilient leather armor. Okay,
Scarlet.
so who needs their saving throws? Oh, right, we can just put it on Scarlet. I was gonna, like, switch it off, but it is actually the type of armor that Scarlet uses.
I mean, we can switch it later, but
You're right. So
It's
we
more
can do
efficient to
30-foot leaps on someone.
who's most likely to want to leap?
I
One
would-
of the melees, probably.
Yes, however, it is true that
You then have to take it out.
Anaquesta's movement speed is less than 30, so it would actually allow her to just leap around for 30 feet. Alright. So what are we gonna do here? Short rest, and then something isn't
Rohit
right.
felt contempt and then proceeded to die.
Oh,
It's dangerous indeed.
Rohit died when feeling contempt against those fire things.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, something doesn't feel right. What is this approaching creature?
We're in
Place
the
is a
skies.
success.
You're right. I can see Dawnsbury below.
It's an illusion. It looks like the sky, but we're actually on another plane of existence. In heaven.
What would happen if I fell down?
I don't know. It's not something that usually happens. We can all fly here.
Laura, you should know about falling.
Oh, me. That's fun.
we'll need to get some potions of flying for you. We're on a ley line close to the city. I'll fly there, announce our presence, and return with an angel and the potions. And welcome to heaven, everyone. Welcome to my home.
Lori is definitely feeling uncomfortable right now.
Battle Leader, are we the first ever mortals to reach heaven?
That's a question better suited to Sapphi or Scarlet.
The souls of good mortals move here after they die. But if you're thinking about living mortals, then yeah, maybe.
It's possible. To plane shift, you need a tuning fork for the target plane, and those are rare.
What? A fork?
A tuning fork. It's a magical focus attuned to a specific plane, and usually comes from that plane. They're very rare.
And we didn't need one because we had a heaven native to attune us.
Ha! Then I am the first orc in heaven. Something feels strange here, though. Not in the air, but I feel stronger somehow.
You're feeling heaven's planar traits.
Yes, heaven is a lawful good aligned plane. Lawful and good spells get a +1 circumstance bonus to attack rolls and DCs. On the other hand, casting a chaotic or evil spell has an extra 25% failure chance here.
Something is coming, Anna. Look there.
It's an angel.
No.
It's a wriggling abomination with a dozen mouths on stalks. This is not what an angel
I mean,
looks
typically accurate
Biblical
angels.
accurate angels are pretty horrifying too.
I read some angels can
Yeah,
look very
see?
monstrous. Some can even be entirely covered with eyes.
But this one is covered with mouths.
Yeah, this one has
Yeah.
mouths
Big
though.
carnivorous mouths.
It radiates lawful good, but that doesn't mean much. There's so much law and good on this plane that it overwhelms my alignment sense.
It's preparing to cast Cloud Kill.
Then it is not an angel. Let's kill the abomination.
So, is the edge of this cloud the edge of the ground?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, fun.
Oh man, it's in Yoga.
Yogoth Quilipath. And it's kind of kiting over here to try to kill us with Cloud Kill and Acid Arrow.
So we can try to back up to bait it into coming onto this area. Then I think that's our best.
Well,
bet.
it's Cloud Kill. I think has really long
What
range.
is the cloud kill range? Can it cast? But it can only cast it once at least.
True. So we can
So
at
we
least
can spread
split
out
up
so that it can't hit multiple
multiple
ones, yeah.
people, and then Scarlet's gonna have to try to get after it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move to the edge of the cloud over, or the edge of the area over here, and.
So don't we actually technically have ranged weapons on those fighters, even though we basically never use them?
Yes, but if it actually flies to a point where we can attack it,
Then the action
then
cost of
the
switching
action
them
cost of
around
switching
versus
back.
the expected efficacy of those attacks. Yeah, I
his
think we're
dexterity is only where is it on here? There it is, +2.
yeah. We can just back up.
Sapphi is a little better with it because Sapphi had that Dawnsbury feat that gives you mastery in every weapon.
Yeah.
But Tartar also doesn't have mastery in it.
Yeah. Let's just move.
So is it a -4? Alright, so other than the fact that putting away all of the items and then and drawing the bow would take like an incredible amount of turns, Sapphi is in better shape. So I think Sapphi should move back here, agile shield grip just in case, and move back here, and raise shield just in case they throw the acid arrow.
And then there's a question: how many potions do we have?
A lot.
Many.
All right.
Well, I guess that's a good point of any of
Now
those be
these
useful to us here.
two, oh my goodness. Well, it is level 9, but we're on a. Oh wait, we're in a good aligned plane. So actually, if we could have gotten in range for, actually we can. So we actually get a +1. Oh wait, no, is this 30?
That's 30.
So we get a +1 bonus with lawful and good aligned spells, and this is weak to lawful 10. So divine lens, law.
Yes.
If it hits, it will do major damage.
There we go. 24 damage.
That's quite a lot. And it may have regeneration that's only bypassed by lawful, but I think it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, also resistance physical 10 except cold iron is going to.
That's gonna make Scarlet sad, because of the bow. All right, but that's fine. All right, united we stand, divided we don't stand. All right, exacting
Exacting,
strike
assisting.
and assisting shot. Okay, well that wasn't great. But it cast Cloud Kill on Safi.
Okay. So we can get Safi back out of there.
That's fine. Alright, well, Talk Darter I think doesn't need to do anything for now. I think it's going to move forward. It only has one acid arrow, which maybe it will cast on the next turn, but I think after that it has to come in.
And use Fear, maybe?
It may use Nauseating Display also.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But the area is pretty small, so... Alright,
Let's get out of the cloud.
Successful save. Let's get the heck out of the cloud. At this point, I think area is not against us other than the Nauseating Display, so we'll get out of here. We'll raise a shield in case we are the target of the acid arrow and end turn. Alright, so here we are going to start by immunities, acid, dominate, and fear. So we are not going to intimidate.
We could guidance ourselves.
Yeah, let's do it. Guidance, self, divine,
and then
lance,
do another divine
law.
lance law on it. Yeah. Make it a little more likely to work.
I will use the bonus.
Aha!
Alright, there we go.
It hit.
Let's see if we can united we stand. Aha! Resisted it and takes persistent bleed damage, which it will entirely resist.
Every little bit of damage counts.
Yes, and the assisting shot will help us with the other allies if it actually hits. Oop, Nauseating Display. Critical save and save.
Alright, just
Just close enough to
sudden charge
to be charged at.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to hit it here because if we crit, then we can move it.
Move
in
it onto
We're
the-
very
yeah.
unlikely to be able to crit,
Yes.
and we definitely cannot flank, but we did hit.
Excellent.
Oh, that was
2
great!
hits. Wow.
That was great.
Well
Top
done, team.
Okay, so because of its high resistance, although wait, we have cold iron on the one,
Yeah.
but not the other.
But we
Okay.
definitely want to move adjacent because then if we crit it, we can stop
Well,
it from.
I don't know
using
what's
that.
its reach.
What is its reach? It doesn't. Oh, the mouth has reach.
The mouth has reach. Okay, so it can attack from reach anyway.
Yeah.
So we might as well move up, I guess, and then double slice it. The main issue with double slice here is that one of our 2 weapons
Is
does not
not-
get through, and so if the only thing that happens from double slice is that the shield hits, then it won't be great. Because the shield will get.
But it's
almost
also
entirely
very.
resistant. The other option is move attack shield.
Yeah.
Maybe move attack shield. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Move,
Its resistance is pretty darn high.
but not against the flick mace. But
Yeah, but I mean against the shield, resistance 10 basically absorbs that.
Okay, so I think it has lesser cover here. But it may have lesser cover like everywhere.
Everywhere,
now.
yeah, except maybe up here.
No.
Oh no, it still does. Okay.
It has lesser cover everywhere now. Which, so there's no point in doing anything other than
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
shooting it through here with a low chance of
Pew,
success.
pew.
Hey, it hit. Oh right, we should have retched first. Critical fail.
We tried.
We
Okay.
tried to retch. All right, now unfortunately for Scarlet, it has moved a little bit too close. So let's see if there's any spots that don't have lesser cover. I think the answer is no.
I think the answer is no as well. So we can just go back to a space that's
We'll go
not
back
in the
to right
cloud
near the cloud kill.
Yeah.
And then shoot it with United Assault because a lot of people hit it. It resisted all of it, even with the extra damage from United Assault. Low roll. All right, and assisting shot. Miss.
All right.
Nauseating display. Critical failure for Tokdar.
Takdar, sir, not appearing in the rest of this battle, probably.
Well, because he's nauseated and stunned too.
Yes.
Wait, was he stunned 5 and that's why...
Yeah, it said stun 5 when it did the pop-up.
Yes, he is stunned 5. Okay. Cool. Well, but it's weak to cold iron, so...
So cold iron it is.
Cold iron did 12. By weak, what I really mean is it
It's
doesn't
not
resist
resistant
it by
to
a
it,
massive
yes.
amount. Yes,
Yes.
that is what I meant. And then we'll attack it again. Ooh, wow, it's almost dead. But there's basically no chance of hitting with this.
Yeah, 10%.
On the other hand, it
10%
will end the
chance of
fight,
winning.
so I'll take it.
You did it! Critical hit! I mean, it was a 50-50 being a critical hit at that point.
Yes.
If it did hit.
It was a tentacled abomination. I don't think it had all that much loot anyway.
Hana, you'll love this. Check who I found. This is Ramiel, one of the 4 archangels of heaven. She agreed to accompany us to the city.
Greetings, friends. We don't often get visitors from the only plane that really matters.
We are very grateful. We've come with a request.
You're seeking the tiara of open skies. Lori told me it's not something we can lend you easily. You'd have to plead your case before the Council of Archangels.
We should tell her about the abomination.
We were attacked by a tentacled monster when we arrived here.
That's not really possible. You're in heaven. We don't have tentacled monsters. And if we did, they wouldn't be aggressive.
I swear it happened.
I can start an investigation. Perhaps a captive monster could have escaped from a menagerie. But now come, friends. There will be no more fighting with weapons for you today. Today, you will need to fight with your words.
Dun dun dun. That is true. That was the boss of the day. We do have a council, a cutscene, and a long rest. Reach the majestic council of heavens. We must succeed in our role-playing encounter. This could be where we fail.
Yes.
But I will say, we were thinking of taking more skills. We were told not to by experienced players of the of this
We
DLC
still have some skills.
and the creator of it.
Well,
So we'll see.
This is it. The Council of Archangels. I hope you can speak well, because I can't. And the fate of the world depends on you getting the tiara.
No pressure.
I'm sure we'll do fine. The battle leader speaks very well.
At least when she's threatening people.
Take the lead, but I think we'll have the best chance if we all contribute. So, don't leave it all up to me. Before we begin...
Though it says no skills
Lori,
required, it's a
what
role-playing
can you tell
encounter. It's
me
pure
about
roleplay.
the Archangels?
They're all lawful good, but each of them views matters a bit differently. Ramiel is the Archangel of the future. She considers everything holistically. Cassiel is the Archangel of redemption. He cares about motivation and people as individuals. Seraphiel is the Archangel Protector. He cares about rules and pragmatic calculus. And Barakiel is the Archangel of retribution. She favors the direct approach.
We are now ready to begin. Harold.
Erela, Aya enanna coestus, Miraya, Togdar, Inusaford, Nayayati sonlo. Ora Aya and Ramiel, Cassiel, Seraphiel, Barakiel, Ayayeti Eru.
Statements you make can cause you to gain or lose favor points with each of the 4 archangels. Skills are not used and there are no random rolls. The only thing that matters is what choices you make. At the end of the encounter, you may receive a divine boon from Ramiel and from Cassiel. For each archangel with whom your favor rating is impressed or better, you will either receive an extra boon or receive a stronger variant of a boon. It is very difficult to impress all 4 archangels, and it doesn't affect the story beyond the end of this encounter in any case. Feel free to choose whatever options you prefer instead of what appears to be the most optimal. We start with an unimpressed Ramiel and Cassiel, an apathetic Seraphiel, and an unfriendly Barakiel.
Begin, petitioners.
So let's not pick we must act quickly.
Well, the one who likes to get straight to the point, Barakiel, probably likes we must act quickly.
Yeah, but which ones did it say could give us boons?
Ramiel and Cassiel, but except for each one, it may also power up.
Yeah,
a
that's
boon.
true.
But anyway, let's say Exalted Archangels.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are extremely honored
Cassiel
to be
liked
in
that.
your presence,
Barakiel did
Exalted
not.
Archangels, and we appreciate your attention.
We don't require platitudes and our time is limited. What is it that you want?
We need your help. Our point of light is
Barakiel didn't like that either.
Led by 6 powerful
But Ramiel did.
demon lords.
She would have liked it if we said,
we need the tiara.
We need the tiara because that's exactly
Yeah.
what we need.
Our civilization survives only by one fateful thread of luck. If anything at all goes wrong, we lose and die. Now, one of the demon lords has entered an old Aeon fortress near Dawnsbury. This is the latest danger to that single thread.
You need the tiara of open skies.
I told Ramiel before the council.
We need the tiara of open skies.
And what do you need this powerful item for?
We'll use it to cast Disjunction against the Profane Barrier, a living protective spell the demons are maintaining.
The disjunction will suppress the barrier
Rakia
and
like
will
that.
then be able to enter and defeat
Direct
the
answer.
demons.
A solid plan.
And what will you do with the tiara after this is done?
Well, we can either say we'll return it to the Heavenly Vault immediately, use it to defeat the Starborn, or that it belongs to mortals. They obviously, a lot of them won't like saying it belongs to mortals. I mean, we don't technically need it to defeat the Starborn, so we can say that we'll return it to them immediately if they want. Also, immediately may include defeating the Starborn, because once we pierce the barrier, we're
There
gonna need
might
to
be
go
attacked
on,
immediately, yes.
Well, we're going to need it to get
Yeah.
back, so we
Let's
might
try
as well
that.
tell them
We
we'll give it to them.
understand the artifact belongs.
They all liked. Oh no,
No,
Cassiel
Cassiel
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah.
Cassiel was the one of, like, mercy. It probably
Yeah.
wanted to help people more.
Yeah, we'll bring it back safely right away.
But everyone else did.
At least the mortals have good sense.
What good is the tiara sealed in the vaults of heaven, however?
I wonder, is what you say genuinely your purpose here? The tiara is a mighty artifact. Are you sure you don't just want a powerful Apex item for yourselves?
Yeah, we didn't even know it had additional powers. Is true.
I mean, that is true. That we didn't know it had additional powers. But, let's see.
We are not without sin, but we need the tiara anyway, or all the more reason to use it. They all seem legit. I feel
They
like
all seem
first,
legit. First one is true, but I
But
think we
feels
just
a
say
little
all the
like
more
it.
reason to use it.
Gives us extra power, so much the better. We need it.
There's little point in the artifacts lying back in a vault if it can be used to fight evil, no?
There is a lot of sense in your words.
The artifact belongs to the good, not the greedy. Tell us then, why should we trust you with this power?
We'll say Lori can vouch for us. Although Ramiel is Lori's buddy, so maybe the others don't care about that. We did defeat the Final Dusk, which Baragiel might like. If you don't, the world will die. I think the practical people will care about it.
yeah.
But I'll say Lori can vouch for
Lori is
us.
seen as an action. She can confirm we're
Yeah,
trustworthy.
nobody liked
Nobody
that.
liked it.
They are! Ramiel, it's true.
Yeah, but she fell.
Dawnsbury Four fight for their hometown relentlessly. And they even fought for me.
Is this your best argument? The word of a fallen angel.
Lori can confirm you're capable, but we cannot trust her judgment on your disposition. The tiara only belongs to those who are good. How do we know you are good?
We're here because we care for our friends.
Everything we have done for our hometown. We're not here to gain power or to fight a cosmic war. We're here to protect our friends.
That is the essence of good. Well spoken.
A cliched answer. How can we trust you when you're protecting a child murderer?
Oh no. I'm sorry, Anna. I'm ruining this for you.
Sir Raphael makes a good point. You still associate with L'Oreal.
Maybe because we don't abandon our friends.
Loyalty is important to us. We don't turn on our friends when it's convenient for us.
That's like the first thing you learn on friendship.
Lori is very much on a path to redemption. Had we left her, that path would have closed to her.
And maybe a blackguard would have been standing before you now.
I don't think I'd have fallen that much.
Your devotion is admirable, but it does not excuse your actions.
Lenka, you're alive!
Not exactly.
I am so very sorry.
Prone.
I didn't mean. I didn't know.
Yes, well, I understand.
You are sorry. Do you think a sorry can undo your crime?
I do not think the rest of you are innocent in this either. You were there. You were there. And your inaction caused the death of this girl. How can you justify this?
Can justify this because Lori got like 4 turns when we weren't allowed to do anything in
And
a
we
cutscene.
kept telling her to stop.
Let's see. We could say the succubus caused Lenka's death, not Lori. But I think there is no justification.
How can I even answer that question? Lenka is dead, and we are responsible.
Wisely spoken.
If you'd allow me one more question, I believe Lenka would like to return to her family.
Yes, very much. Oh, please, can you take me back home?
We'll get you back as soon as we can.
Yes! I'll do anything to bring you back!
None of us are high enough level to cast Resurrect, and there's nobody stronger in Dawnsbury.
No, but we will find a way. We'll gather the gold to pay arch-clerics of the Oracle, or maybe we'll gain enough power to cast the ritual ourselves. But we will bring you back.
I think we would have been able to get Seraphiel if we didn't have Lori vouch for us.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
An admirable dedication.
Thank you for your answers to our questions, Dawnsbury 4. Do you have anything more to add?
We should tell them about it.
Should we tell them about the aberration, Anna?
An aberration?
We encountered a strange...
Even if they don't all like it, I think
It
that's the right
angered
thing to do.
Seraphiel and Barakiel.
Preposterous. There are no monsters in heaven. I make sure of that.
You're threatening your petition with such outlandish claims.
Interesting. I wonder.
Do you have a closing argument?
The profane barrier is already active. As soon as the demons discover how to expand it, it will cover the whole world and purge it of all that is good. There is only one way to prevent this. To suppress the profane barrier and allow a strike team to enter inside and disable it permanently.
So it looks like if we didn't tell them about the Nyogoth or engage Lori, we definitely would have got
We
Seraphiel.
offer ourselves.
But I think telling them about the Nyogoth is the right thing to
We
do.
need only one small help. The artifact which will suppress the barrier. Lend us the Tiara of Open Skies, and we will save the world. Thank you.
A powerful argument. Thank you very much. We will now vote. The question is this. Should we lend the Tiara of Open Skies to the Dawnsbury 4? I, for one, have no doubt we should. The purpose of our world depends on it. I, Ramiel, Archangel of the Future, vote yes.
You are competent and kind-hearted adventurers. Would be heroes of the world. I can sense it. It is with no hesitation that I, Cassiel, Archangel of Redemption, vote yes.
Your petition has inspired little confidence in me. You may be good, but you lack the competence needed to prevail. I, Seraphiel, the Archangel Protector, vote no.
You have wasted my time and presented only meaningless drivel. I am left unconvinced. And so
We see what happens with time.
Barakiel, Archangel of Retribution, vote no.
2 Archangels voted yes, and 2 voted no. It is a tie. In case of a tie, we must keep the status
So
quo
we will need to redo it.
and do nothing. Therefore, Heaven will not lend you the tiara.
Oh.
No.
But you may still get another chance. We'll discuss the situation in private, and you can prepare another argument.
We'll give you lodging here in the city, and you can rest and recover. And when you're ready, you can present a stronger case.
In any case, I believe in you. I will grant each of you a boon of heavenly haste. I can do at least that for you.
And I myself see much promise in you, so I will help by granting each of you a boon of cleansing. May you use it well.
Now, an Archon will take you to your quarters. Rest, and prepare for a second council, petitioners.
Good luck, and thank you. I know it may be a while before I'm back in Dawnsbury again, but I know you will get me back there.
So this doesn't make us load to redo it.
I
Continue
will
with this
visit
story.
some of my old friends. Maybe that will help. I'll see you in the morning, Anna.
we lost.
I thought your argument was very good.
And that guy was wondering if it is winnable. I think it is.
It's easily winnable.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, literally, if we didn't talk about the Nyogoth and had not engaged Laurie, even if the other choices didn't give plus with Seraphiel, losing those minuses would have given us 3.
Yeah.
It'd be easy. We could just do it again, but we don't actually have a save file that can.
You're right.
And when it...
Rohit
look
says spoilers, but no.
And we cannot abandon it.
Oh. No, okay. Well, I figured they would say, yes, we're going to give it to you, but you still have to rest overnight until tomorrow, and then whatever happens overnight will happen, but...
We will not.
Due to plot reasons, yes.
Let's take the rest the angels are offering, and we'll see what we can do in the morning.
It says we received loot.
Oh, yeah. Well, Laurie said she was going to give us potions of flying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's put
We
those
need them
on
on
our melees.
On our melees.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Tokdar and Safi, you take the room to the left. Scarlet and I will take the right room.
Now, Linda, the reason they're splitting up this way is because Safi is a man.
I know.
Tokdar, this room is awesome.
A full night's sleep without danger? We're being spoiled.
A bathroom.
There is a bathroom?
No takebacks. Anna assigned us this room. It is ours.
Don't worry, Scarlet. I was assured the right room is even more luxurious.
Were you now? Incredible.
We should have a bathroom too.
Unless there's a Nyogoth in there.
It's a bath, Anna, with running water. Should we take one?
Together?
Oh, I didn't...
We should go to bed, Scarlet. We've had 3 battles today, and...
So therefore, we can't wash all the grime off of ourselves before we go to bed.
Right.
Just go right into the bed with blood and stuff. And the
Why
goop
didn't
from
we
the
get the votes,
Klippa.
Tokdar? I thought Anna presented her case very well.
The battle leader spoke eloquently. It's these cowardly angels who are looking for every opportunity to do nothing.
It's pretty
What
harsh,
if there's
Tokdar.
something I could have done? If only I were a bit stronger in diplomacy. I had the right words to say. Anna and Scarlet are both so competent and always know what to do. But I just tag along.
Nonsense. And dangerous thinking, child.
What do you mean?
You underestimate your strength and your contributions. It is good to be humble, but you need confidence as well.
Remember, you killed the Nyogoth with that 10% chance.
Without confidence, you cannot win. Perhaps my battle brother was right. Perhaps the two of us play only a support role. But adventuring is a team sport. Without us, the battle leader could achieve nothing. And neither could we without her.
We each have our weaknesses.
And our strengths.
Can't sleep.
The bed too soft for you, Scarlet.
It's the enormity of it all. This is all a bit beyond us, don't you think?
We're only level
Negotiating
7.
for an artifact. Archangels.
Why is the fate of the world in our hands
What
already?
comes next? And that if we fail and the barrier expands, that it will kill most everyone. How come you can sleep, Anna?
Well, I do have a very soft bed.
Anna.
I focus on what I can do and try not to worry about the rest. I think I did my best during the council.
You were amazing.
And now the best thing I can do is rest and gather energy for tomorrow.
Still can't sleep.
Would you like to share the bed?
Okay.
We'll be fine, Scarlet. There's simply no way this adventure ends badly. Just do your best. Don't sweat what you can't affect. And we will win. Good night, Scarlet.
Good night. Can we take the bath in the morning?
Thank you, Tokdar.
There's no trouble at all, child. But I have a sense that there will be a battle tomorrow. We'll need to wake up early and be ready.
And we'll show the girls how strong we are.
Precisely. And for that, we need to rest.
Right. Good night, Tokdar.
Good night.
You don't feel the ominous the sensation of being on a battle map? Do we want to change anything?
Wait, we gained random items for this. So who has diplomacy in our group? If anybody. It is actually Anna, so we can give Anna the Lover's Gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And you can touch an adjacent ally you feel strongly about to gain a +1 status bonus to all saving throws, temporary hit points, and whenever either of you rolls a success, that person gets a critical success instead.
All members of your party count as strongly caring about each other. Cool.
There you go. Sweet. Alright, I think our spells are fine. Let's see what we can do here.
Change of plans. Yeah. Chat said this is a cute scene. I agree, I should have.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, everyone! Wake up!
I called it. We were right to wake early.
They were still coming out of the bat.
What is happening, Glory?
Raquel is coming. She'll be here any minute.
Council is resuming already.
No, she's not here for the council. Something's wrong with her. She's going to kill you.
What? But she's an angel.
She might not be. There's something wrong with her. Oh no, she's coming. I must hide.
Already armed and armored, I see. So be it. You must not be allowed to leave this place.
False life and mirror images.
Why are we fighting?
She's already rolling initiative.
We'll figure it out later. Now we fight.
Alright, well this Archangel is only level 8, so I guess that's why we're able to do... Oh, she has the Phantasmal Doorknob. That, puts you, 12 levels higher in power. Just kidding. But it is super busted.
In a critical with the Warhammer, the target is dazzled until the end of its next turn.
Oh, it doesn't blind, so it's a less busted version of the Doorknob, too. I guess it's not, the greater one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So she's got Attack of Opportunity and Mirror Images. Does she have, something ranged?
She's a flyer.
Yeah, that's fine, because that just means it doesn't
Warhammer,
really do anything
shield,
useful.
kick.
Aggressive block. So she's
Attack
a shield
opportunity,
fighter.
yeah.
I think that's just about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so let's see what we can do here. So we started
at 40 foot,
40
so we're
foot
good
range,
with a clear
which
shot.
we certainly like being at that range. Obviously, she has a lot of AC, but let's try to hit
Pop
her
some of
or
these
pop
images.
some images.
Yeah. Mirror image eliminated.
Let's take an exacting strike. That's good against mirror image.
Mm-hmm. Mirror image eliminated.
And
mirror image eliminated.
all
All right,
of them
there
are
we go.
gone.
Image is gone.
No,
well done,
images-
Scarlet.
But we used up Scarlet. Oh, they went on the side that did not get hit, and now fun. All right, so Safi can go here without triggering any kind of reactions, and give a little boop.
Mm-hmm.
Shield blocked, and we could raise the shield, but she's probably not going to attack Safi.
Yeah, probably not.
Because Safi has a reach, so. And then Tokdar can go here.
Here to get the flank, yep.
And then he can use Intimidating Strike. Frightened 1.
Alright.
And turn. Alright, so Anna.
So we're obviously not going to be dealing evil damage here.
Well, it did give us a lot of weird options for, we can do chaotic damage.
Well, let's see what it says there.
She's only weak to evil.
Yeah, I thought it said she was only
You're
weak
right,
to evil.
but we can still do chaotic damage if we felt like it. She doesn't actually resist, physical damage, though, so we can... Let's see, that's standard cover. Well, we can move to here.
Yeah, if we were going to eliminate cover, we would need to go out into the main room.
Alright, I think we can move to here and then do a needle darts. No, she'll get an attack of opportunity if we do that.
Right.
So, Scarlet can,
Is Scarlet gonna eat an AOO? Switch to... Yeah, I mean... That's...
Alright, I think she's going to go here.
Yeah, step.
And then go here.
Step, move, shoot, yeah. That sounds good.
Now that's still within a -2, so I guess actually there's not much point in moving. I guess you can just shoot.
Unless she was preparing for the next turn.
Well,
we might as well take the United Assault here.
And the assisting shot. Alright. Alright, I guess she is going after her, but she could have done that anyway. But, oh right, she did it with a step.
She was able to do it with a step because we didn't move far.
We didn't move far enough. That's a good point.
We can, have her... Yeah, she can't step out easily now because she's pretty pinned.
Yes, she is. But only if we don't crit with Doctor. which we didn't, but we could have. Let's shatter her defenses.
Excellent.
Okay. So, we're going to... And, wait, she is intimidated, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's frightened one, so we don't need to intimidate her, but we can guidance... well, Scarlet goes next, but she's not going to get, like, that many attacks.
Yeah, I would say one of the two melees.
I'll give it to Safi.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so if we do this...
We'd have to double...
That's correct.
We could step move and just
I would like to do that because is assuming that she doesn't move after us.
Yeah.
This is actually an excellent space to be.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And she didn't, so...
Now Safi can use guidance.
Use the bonus. Shield blocked.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Smack.
Alright. Double smack, and what are our actual chances of hitting here? 10%.
10%. We may just
Well, but she's not... I mean, she could step and attack.
We could
Safi,
also
I guess,
potentially
but
switch to our shield stance to open the ability to double slice in the future.
only if we're not at reach, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I'll do this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we should use Intimidating Strike. And then, Shatter Defenses again. Not this time. Alright, so, but she is frightened, so we can Needle Darts and Guidance Talk Dart. Alright, here we go. United we stand. With persistent bleed damage.
Is that an intellect devourer?
A what?
Your victory is short-lived. Enjoy it.
Hey, couldn't we have taken some reactions on that?
Should we pursue?
Intellect devourers are fast.
It knows the terrain better than we do.
And there is a dead angel at our feet.
I think Barakiel has been dead for a long time already. The intellect devourer used magic to maintain her body in a good condition, but it was in control the whole time.
Oh no! You must get out of here at once!
What? Why?
Everyone will think you just killed an archangel. They'll hunt you down.
But we can prove our innocence.
Unless the rest of the council is also controlled by intellect devourers.
The Nyagoth wasn't an escaped monster from a menagerie. Heaven is being infiltrated.
In any case, we can't return home without the tiara. We need the artifact.
Well, they're not gonna give it to us now.
No, we'll have to take it ourselves.
A heist?
Lori, will you assist us?
I know this is important. I'll do it.
Good. Time is of the essence, team. Pack your things, and we're going for the vault.
Change of plans.
Lori went in first. Her job was to distract the Guardian Lantern Archons.
Daria! Saya Shu! Oh no, Zira!
Kaya aya yuno.
Hibiya! Shu Saya Ayara!
Erela. Aya.
Determined offer of assistance in Celestial.
Everyone ready?
Ready, battle leader.
Breaking and entering.
Let's do this.
Good. Scarlet, you have Lori's key?
Affirmative.
Then open the door. We're moving in.
Why did they give a fallen angel the key to,
First
I think the implication is that she already had the key from
Trap
before.
immediately summoned 2 celestial lions to stop us.
Oh, right. I guess we should have searched the door for trap when it said seek.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. I did see the seek, but I assumed I was going to open it and then seek once we got inside.
Well, you can seek... I mean, she doesn't need to be the one to seek because she can pew-pew.
That's correct. There is standard cover, but we can still...
Ooh, immobilize.
Immobilize that one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And, assisting shot... Maybe this one. Okay. Because that one's more likely to be able to come here. Now, let's do an agile shield grip.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a once ever rune situation? Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like it. Okay. Let's do an agile shield grip and...
Do we seek before we walk in?
I'm going to actually walk at least this far to be in front of the archer and then raise the shield. Ha. It had to remove the arrow, it moved, and then it stood up, so it did nothing.
Excellent.
Okay. So...
Does Anna want to start with her guidance here, or does she want to save... Actually, there's going to be more battles in this infiltration. Maybe we save the guidance for later.
Demoralize and needle darts. Missed. Alright, move up and use intimidating strike. Alright, it has been intimidated.
And that guy was talking about Foundry having a module that, if Foundry had a module that you can use to pop up a big eye whenever his party should seek. Hello! There is a trap here.
Okay.
This situation is very suspicious.
So, these guys are really close, so I think we need to switch to the striking short bow.
Yep, sounds good.
And then let's
Double shot him?
them.
Yep, let's do it.
Oh, very sad.
Well, it was an attempt.
It was certainly an attempt.
Let's finish Celestial Line A if we can.
Nope. Somehow we got very unlucky.
What about the... Oh, right,
we even have a 35% chance on the third one.
Yeah.
That means our first one was like a... an 85% chance.
Well, let's just go for it.
Alright, we got
There
it.
we go.
Alright. So, we can demoralize...
Demoralize, and then...
the recharging breath weapon guy. He was frightened too.
Excellent. Pew.
Alright, we do not need intimidating strike.
But
But we can shatter defenses on the second attack though
Yes.
if we want.
Let's do it.
I'm not moving into... If anyone's wondering why I'm not moving into flank, it's because there could be more traps.
Yes, we have not found what the Seek is. United Assault?
Well, the seat could have been the door. But,
Yeah, it could have been, but...
and then assisting shot, although it may also kill it.
Mhm.
Alright, it did. Alright, so... Alright, well, if that was the case, then this much is probably safe.
So we could do, yeah. Kind of
We
up a
can
little
move
bit.
to
Yeah,
there,
there.
because that's the edge of what we just double seeked. Or sought.
Yes.
Alright, so move.
And we know now that that path is safe. We can do this. Yeah, the cone that points more toward the door. Let's do that.
Okay. I'll do one more of those.
Yep.
Okay. Is Scarlet the one who theoretically has the... We'll do 1, 2, and then put him right at the door. And she will
Scarlet
go
has
1,
Lori's key, although it may be a non-deterministic key.
2, and...
Rohit.
It just says you can spend an action.
Oh, I
to
see.
open
Rohit
the door.
really likes the Heaven chapter. Yeah, this is cool. I wasn't
Alright,
expecting
Safi
that.
is gonna open the door.
A beautiful, tranquil garden in the middle of the vault. But I wasn't fooled. We were in one of the most secure environments in heaven. Everything was either a treasure, a trap, or a defensive mechanism.
A trap, you say? What traps? How terribly trapped will this room be? So do you want to check for the north door then? Yeah.
It looks like the north door is like a workaround.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Plus, it's really narrow up there, so if there is a combat in it, then we could be able to control the space well.
We found a ventilation shaft, but it was overgrown with brown mold. We could take that route, but it would mean a lot of cold damage.
Unless we can do fire damage, which we cannot. Or I mean cold. We need to do cold. Because if you do fire, it'll grow.
Yeah.
But we have no way to do cold damage, so let's not use the ventilation shaft.
It's cool that there's an alternative path, though.
Alright, we can bring him back to here. Alright, so...
Where in this definitely trapped room are the traps?
That is a good question to ask. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a
1,
good seek spot. Move
2,
in then. And then there we
no
go.
actions. Alright. Let's go here.
And seekity seek.
Boom. Oh my gosh.
Well then. That's just what we found.
That's just what we found so far.
But I think that might suggest that there aren't traps in the water. That we found tons on land.
2 moves, and let's check again. Whoa!
Wow, is this area trapped? Okay.
That is... I mean, there were just so many that's why we... Okay. I'm worried that these are all trapped.
Or that there's a narrow path.
Maybe there's a narrow path
for people
the
to
angels
walk,
know that that's the only one you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Wait, can we not move on deep water? Okay, we cannot. 1. Okay, and...
So how do we cross it then? Oh, yeah, we leap.
We leap. Although the problem is that I think that the space isn't free to leap. Even if Safi had a big enough... Oh, only Kokdar can leap from there.
Yeah,
Because it's
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Or maybe even not. Oh, yeah, if Safi can leap there, then Safi can leap. Anyway, we still have the agile grip, so we raise shield and turn. I guess we could have just kept seeking.
Yeah, let's seek down there a little farther. See if we can figure out if there's more.
Is this not enough?
Oh,
Yes, there are more.
Yeah, well, look, if you trap it that terribly at the entrance, you probably, like, once you've gone overboard to a certain degree in your traps, you definitely have committed the money. But it could be like that in the door. But is they not trapping the switch? That switch will let us lower a bridge for everyone else.
In case some people didn't have enough leap.
Yeah.
Oh, Tatar could have gone that way.
So we could have her go ahead and use the switch. Yeah.
And she could have disabled the trap if she didn't use the switch, but she didn't.
I think it'll make it easier for our team to get over.
Alright. So now Safi can come over here and raise a shield. And Anna can go like... Oh, wait. Did I actually search there?
I don't think we searched over there yet.
Okay. I think we did, but I did decide to search one more time. Alright. And Tokdar can go like... Here.
Yeah. Okay.
And turn. And now Scarlet is going to disable this one. Yes, it's a fireball, so if she critically fails, then...
bad news, but we could also
extremely bad news for our party, but... So we maybe should have done it before. Anyway, now let's open this door.
Yeah.
A sphinx!
Oh my, aren't you interesting? You're not angels or archons. I wonder what your sense of aesthetics is.
Move everyone up. This won't trigger any traps and won't cause you to take any damage. Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. Maybe the fighters are going front.
Don't sphinxes usually care more about riddles?
We very much do. And you'd think that riddles are an exercise of intelligence. But they're not.
But they're riddles. They're a question that has a right answer.
How many blades of grass are there in the acres of Dawnsbury orchards? That is a question. And there is an answer. But it's not a riddle. A riddle demands aesthetics. Let me show you another way. Answer me this. Speak my name, and I am broken. Seldom heard, and never spoken.
So, the answer is going to be silence. But you could say a mute true name devil, or what's your point? I'm going to say silence.
Indeed. Did you see the elegance, the symmetry,
True name devil was a funny answer.
Of the riddle? That is the essence of Riddlecraft. A mute true name devil would have fit the question truthfully as well. But it lacks in elegance, and so can't answer the riddle. So I am curious about your sense of aesthetics, mortals. I am curious, and you want into the vault. Shall we make the traditional pact?
The one where you'll let us in if we answer correctly, but attack us if not?
That exact pact.
We'll be honored to hear the riddle, Sphinx.
That guy was asking, that riddle's from Lord of the Rings, is it not?
I am never
I think it may have been.
Yeah.
Always come.
I wonder if it predated that too, because it feels like something that could be really old.
I have both death and promise. Do you know me?
Let's see. It says, I never was, yet always will be. I've never seen, yet always comes. Is it the future?
Carry nothing but hold much for some. Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to say future.
Precisely. Such an elegant answer. Please, go ahead. I've unlocked the door for you, and thank you for indulging my curiosity.
I sometimes wonder why treasures are kept under guard by riddles rather than locks. But it's true that it doesn't have stopped us either. It was now time for us to enter the vault itself.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that the Sphinx would have, like, told us if there was also a trap, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't ask her, so... Well, nah. I don't need to do it twice with her. She has the worst proficiency. Alright, let's go here.
Up we go.
One more seek. And... open.
We came for one thing only. But in a fight against demons, all extra assistance would be welcome. We wondered, should we focus on the tiara? Or should we push our luck?
Tiara. Gold.
I think we should push our luck. Normally, I would say we shouldn't steal from heaven at all.
Yeah. But given that we are...
but given that it's infiltrated by Quilipoth,
yeah.
I think that... The weird thing is that I think it says gold. It seems like it should not actually have gold in heaven.
Yes.
But... if Safi goes here...
I consider it to be part of the same logic by which they can... Gold weapon and high something magic? Gold weapons... +2... Oh,
high
no.
level magic.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's not gonna... Okay. Gold was possible, but +2 weapons and high level magic now, yeah, I think this is...
I mean,
it might be.
It could have a +2
It
weapon.
could.
That's a 10th level item.
I guess that's true.
It's way outside of the bounds of our level, but not that much once you get to level... I mean, it's only 3 levels higher than us. It's possible that it has a +2 weapon. Or it's possible that it's a trial of greed, and that it tests your greed by... but the thing is, it wouldn't be because the tiara itself is the most powerful item here.
Correct.
So there's no way they would make a vault where
it's like, how dare you take
these weaker
items and not the apex
items instead of the stronger items.
I guess that's true. Okay.
I'm going to have to assume for the moment that this just means we have to fight more fights if we do the other ones. In which case, the problem with high level magic is it might be a scroll.
That's true.
We're not known for our best ability to use scrolls.
But it would still be more gold if nothing else.
True. Alright, so let's go for the +2 weapon first, because if we're dying after that, and we only can do one more thing, then,
it stands to reason.
Then we can go to the tiara. Because it may end the thing immediately once we have the tiara.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because it said we could decide to push our luck, so it makes sense that the game considered that to be the, okay, you decided not to push our luck.
Not to push our luck, yes. Alright, 1, 2... We're not gonna touch a friend. Alright. Okay, it was summoned Sky Metal Strikers. It looks like we couldn't see that with Seek. Or it just, like, sort of automatically happens. Alright. Well, fortunately, I guess...
They were summoned by the opening of the door.
Yep.
So Scarlet is not probably best pleased with her position here.
True.
I guess she could step switch to the short bow and fire, because to be
honest...
honest...
I don't think she needs to step, but I think she's already on the short bow.
Oh, she's already in the short bow, right, okay.
But yeah, you're, like...
Wait, they don't have a... They can't shoot her for that.
Yes.
That would be cover if she was...
They all are lesser cover, except for here.
Or here.
Yeah, except for those. Or the spot where she already is.
Oh, right, the spot she already is doesn't have it.
Actually, let's see, where can she go? Maybe she should go here, switch to the longbow, which I always forget to switch to. And then, because of wounding, and, then do a united assault.
Because it already got her, yeah. Sounds good. Temporal stutter quickened.
Oh, right, because it sometimes quickens you if you make your fortitude save. So now we have actually 4 actions because of the quickening condition. Alright, so let's go over here.
Spend 1 to go around to get a nice flank.
Then we're gonna
double slice.
We have the agile grip, so yeah, let's double slice and then we're gonna raise the shield because we had the extra action.
Yes, let's do it.
Alright, shield up. So, Anna...
Safi's hit points are not in the greatest condition.
Yeah, Safi I think is going to be okay, though, for now. Safi still has 57, and what were the enemies attacking for? Like, 19?
Okay, yeah.
It should be okay.
It should be okay. Fair enough.
Alright, so, but they're not immune to, like, mental stuff, so... Theoretically, and I guess they have reach. Yeah, they do have reach. So, we can move Anna back a little bit, and then she'll shoot a needle darts. Alright.
When's the next long rest?
I think there's a couple more encounters after
Alright,
this.
yeah, so we can be more concerned.
I think it said, or no, there's one more. Because I think
more.
it was 1, 2, 3, and we already did the one against, what's her name? The Intellect Devourer. So, shatter defenses! They are shattered! Okay.
Alright, Scarlet, can you finish that one off?
Yes. Okay, now, where do we have to go to be able to see the one that's in there?
Pretty far up, I would think.
Yes, greater cover is here. And it's sadly within 20 feet.
Or 30 feet, yeah.
Well, yeah, well, and 20 also.
Yes.
But yes. Well, we might as well.
Well,
And
no,
I'm-
it said 30.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. And I'm not going to switch to the short bow, because we are going to back up next turn, but we might as well make this attack. Alright. Let's take it. We're going to shield block it. Okay.
Alright.
So, what's this? Oh, right, we would have to tumble through. Nah.
Smackety.
Smackety. Alright. So, let's see. We can demoralize. Ooh, frightened 1. And then needle darts. Miss. Okay. So, Tokdar is going to... Oh, wait, no, it's already intimidated.
It's already intimidated. We could
Hit.
also consider potentially stepping.
Shatter defenses.
Oh, yeah, no, that's better.
And now that there's a 30% chance to kill it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the
Well, I
question
was suggesting
is...
stepping... Oh, right, now maybe stepping would have been better. Stepping to block it from getting to the more injured Safi.
Ah, I see. But Safi would be the one who has to step because it has a reach.
Right.
Okay. Move.
He would... Tokdar would have had to step, and then
United
Safi would have
Assault.
to move.
Banished.
Yeah. Let's get the treasure.
Well, let's check for traps. Oh, right. We don't have line of sight right here. Okay. Check for traps. And we did not find any traps.
It's totally safe, guys.
Totally safe.
So suspicious of this room.
I'm very suspicious of this room.
Oh,
I'm not going
there's
to
a question on if we have played Lunar. Enjoying the remaster. We love those games. Yeah.
We played Lunar. Lunar, Silver Star, Story Complete, Lunar 2, Eternal Blue. Alright, here we go. It
Really
is
like
a
the
plus
music.
2 striking holy composite short bow.
Well,
It was totally
there
was.
we go. All right,
It's
Scarlet.
even a holy.
Yeah,
which
I
has
know.
a level 12 property rune
That's
on
an
it.
incredible weapon for Scarlet. I like the music from those games too, and the combat.
Can I take items from Tokdar? With, like, inventory? No.
No. Probably need to do it after
I
combat.
want the item.
Unless just maybe Tokdar has an
Maybe
option to drop
Tokdar
it.
can do it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just skip everybody's turn.
Inventory.
Yeah, maybe he can drop it. Oh wait, here we go. What is this?
Hand over-
over.
The thing he's holding right now.
Okay, so stow.
Stow the Guizarm. And then we
Draw
can
the
draw the
short
short
bow.
bow, and then we can transfer the short bow. Yeah.
Hand over the short bow to her.
Sweet.
Okay, nice.
And then let's get that
Now
equipped on
she
her.
can equip that.
Because, like, let's be real, the brain, it's gonna be hard to get longbow range in these tiny rooms.
No, you're right. On the other hand, it is true that being longbow and wounding is way more damaging, but getting the +1 accuracy is worth because her crits are very fun. So where?
Yeah, and it's more than +1 accuracy
Hold on,
because
what's
you're
going
gonna
on
be
here?
volley
Oh,
range.
her right hand is actually the short bow was handed over. Okay, so I need to put away the longbow. And now she's got the short bow in the +2 short bow and she's good.
And Roy points out we can transfer the runes later too.
Yes, we can. We could potentially put the runes on, but it is expensive because they're very powerful. But we could potentially put the runes onto one of the melee people's weapons if we felt like it. All right, seek. Okay. So. At this point, the question is, do we need to heal Safi? And I think the answer is probably yes.
Before we open a new door, I would like to heal Safi.
Yeah, I think
Remember that Safi doesn't have the Cerulean Sky Boon as a saving grace anymore like the others do, so Safi's in more danger.
So I think gold is better than high-level magic by far, so we'll go for gold next. But first, I'm going to heal Safi for this. Although, actually... Yeah, I think this is worth it. I was thinking we could also try to heal him with potions, but we're not low. If we start running low, because there's only one encounter after this one, then I think we should heal with the potions. Alright, so Tokdar. It's totally summoned a bunch of ice methods, including this Blizzardborn, which is obviously the real threat here. Oh, crap. We didn't have our weapon out.
Oh, let's draw it then. Whether you use it on that or
I will,
for the
because these guys might not try
to move. They might not move because they could just attack you where you are, and that's exactly
Okay. So... let's...
What's the cover on that one?
Yeah, it may be extreme. It's just standard.
Oh, it's just standard. Okay, that's not
Maybe we take these out because Tokdar's next to the guy who will blind him. Alright, well that one was immobilized.
And that one was damaged a lot. We can probably finish that one. Because it has less cover.
You're right. It's dead. And immobilized. Okay.
Just for good measure.
So
do you wanna beat on the guy on the
Yes.
Yeah, there, finish that one off.
Then I'm going
you can move
to
around
move
into the flank.
to here. And raise yeah, I don't really want to blind Tokdar, so I'm gonna raise shield.
Yeah.
So Anna is going to
You don't want to do physical damage then.
Guidance.
You'll do
is it only physical damage that does that? Yes.
Yes.
What alignment is this though? It has none. So we can't hurt it with Divine Lance. And Needle Darts is physical damage.
What about hunting him?
We could do hunting him.
It's sonic damage.
It's sonic. It's not physical. Okay. But we would have to move to do haunting him, and we don't have enough movement to do that and use it because we guidance Tokdar. So we're going to intimidate, frighten 1, and raise his shield. Alright, so Tokdar moves back.
Yes, and then...
He can attack, and then he can...
Yes, use the bonus.
And didn't hit anybody. And then he can shatter defenses.
Shatter
the ice.
Didn't
work,
but you give it a shot.
It could have worked. And it moved. Okay, so she's gonna delay to go after Tokdar.
Yep. So that she doesn't, her shots don't cause it to explode on Tokdar.
So is Safi.
Yep. And Anna has to decide if she wants to heal Tokdar now.
Actually, she can just delay.
Oh, but we can see how everyone does with their their attacks.
Tokdar, it has cleared the intimidation. Now it's done. Okay, move.
Step and then strike twice.
Shattering ice. And hit. Alright, and then we have a united assault. Immobilized.
Nice.
Then an exacting. That missed, and an assisting. Also missed. Alright, so. If this guy, chooses to... does not have reach, so chooses to get out...
He would have to get out, move, and only one attack.
And get one attack. I think Tokdar's going to be able to take it. Tokdar can survive
one attack,
so,
Plus, he doesn't have any...
He's not wounded. We failed to intimidate this guy, and we can't demoralize again, so I think we can just needle darts... Missed and raise shield.
Yeah, you're probably not worth guidancing.
It's a manipulate action to remove the bolt, so boom. Aw, it would have been funny if we knocked it
It would have been funny. But it didn't work this time.
That would have been hilarious, but we just kept missing. Alright. Now we could slide him down towards
Yeah, let's do
Safi, but because we moved. Now it will mean that it doesn't have a flank though. Safi won't have a flank, so I think I'm
Why
gonna
wouldn't
leave it.
Safi have a flank if you slide him down by one?
Because we were 2 away. I know it
Right,
teleports Takdar onto the enemy when we're sliding, but
right.
we would be 3 away, so we would lose
But
the
then
flank.
Safi wouldn't have to move.
Correct, but Takdar wouldn't give the flank, so it's definitely worth forcing Safi to move to get the flank. Like
Yeah, that
this.
works so the third action wouldn't have been as accurate anyway.
Banish.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially because you can't use the agile
Alright, so
shield when you're trying to avoid that nonsense. Shall we get the treasure chest then?
yeah, but I'm gonna
Heal
heal
first?
Takdar first, just in case.
Alrighty.
And now we can seek inside of this. Oh wait, we can't do that this turn. But Takdar, who's
Takdar
now
can
been
move down
healed,
and seek.
can seek twice, just in case on the gold. Alright, Safi, I relatively trust that this doesn't have any traps on it. Okay, that's pretty good. It was not nearly as good as the bow, but not complaining.
Not complaining, absolutely.
Alright. I think the encounter was a little easier too. It was 6-2-2-2 versus 7-7.
Yeah.
Alright. So Scarlet is gonna go maybe
Back here to be ready for when the door opens.
because we're opening high level magic despite our relative lack of use for high level magic. And Anna can be here where she's not in Scarlet's way. Actually, maybe here. We'll do one more seek on this, even though we have been proven not to be able to seek the traps that are on doors. Alright. Takdar, this time we'll let Safi open the door. Wait, did that say not recovered?
Yeah.
Oh, there's persistent cold damage every turn. And Takdar still has it.
Yeah.
Wait, can we do the other actions, like provide assistance against the persistent damage, like warm him up? No, it looks like that's not a choice.
Okay.
Alright, well, it's just gonna keep happening, so let's just
It'll clear
open this.
eventually.
Okay, it summoned a prismatic octahedron.
Oh man, another one of these prismatic wit. Okay, so we're gonna expect them to be attacking from range.
That's right. And unfortunately, Takdar gunned before Safi, so therefore is not going to be able to go. So the question is, do we hit or do we go around? What is our chance? 75 with a 25% crit. And we know that they don't actually necessarily make a ranged attack. They just kind of fire weirdly, so maybe we can just attack it. Alright, and it does resist damage as we expected.
What is the specific resist? Yeah, physical except adamantine, that's right.
That's right. Alright, so it's got standard cover from us.
Lesser cover if we move forward.
Correct. So we can move. And what's its range? Oh, right, it doesn't usually say.
Also, remember that the short bow is out right now.
Correct.
So we don't want to go very far.
Yes. Well, we don't want to go like more than 60 feet, but yes. Alright, so we'll go like here, I guess. And attack with United Assault for 1 extra damage. Oh, immobilized. Okay, and then do an assisting shot. Missed. Okay. So, this has range attack, so there's no real reason to move. So we can demoralize. It is not immune to mental. It is frightened too.
Excellent.
That's great. And how is its fortitude? It's pretty high. It's its best. So we might as well. Is it weak to chaos? No.
No, it's not weak to chaos.
It's not weak to chaos, but it is lawful, so we can Divine Lance chaos. But what happened?
It said Divine Lance. Did it miss? Check the
Did it say miss?
update. Oh, right. Fizzles due to the Heaven Planar trait because it's a chaos spell.
25% chance that chaos spells fail.
Yes, that's right.
Uh-oh. Confused.
Recovered from confusion.
Slowed. Okay, that's nasty. Alright, we're going here. And is it... It's frightened 1, I think?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
So we probably just do...
Yeah, just a regular attack. But we can still shatter defenses. Okay, we could have slid it, but I think it's fine where
yeah,
it is.
because it's in a flank right now.
And we can shatter defenses. And we did. It is flat-footed against all attacks now, including Scarlet's. Is now prone and stuck to the ground.
All right, this is.
Oh
not
wait,
its
I should have
great
used double slice. because it has resistance. I blanked and I didn't do it.
That's all right.
All right, that's fine.
If Safi gets another turn before the octahedron goes down, we can do that.
You're right. All right, so United Assault. It went down.
Safi does not because Scarlet crits. Excellent.
Scarlet has in fact critted.
Okay.
Okay, so.
So there haven't been traps in these other ones other than the monsters on the door.
No, I understand that, but this time there was.
Oh man. Oh man, that was really good that you did that. Oh, I guess it makes sense that there would be, though, because this is the room of high-level magic, so if there was going to be magic traps somewhere, then yeah.
See, if I was Linda and did not have my extreme paranoia, then I would have gotten what are the chances there's another trap? Well,
yep, fair enough.
100%.
Well, I'm glad for your extreme paranoia, Mark. It is true that we were able to path around the other ones without needing to disable them to get where we wanted to, so.
Okay.
We don't necessarily need to seek more because the square directly above Scarlet is guaranteed to be safe, right? Oh, I guess
in case the treasure chest had a trap.
Is trapped. Right, okay.
Okay, it was a scroll of power word blind. Okay, now admittedly, that is like a power word scroll at this level is one of the best things you could have because it's one action and the creatures are so low level that they'll be like blinded like basically forever.
Yes.
However, no one in this party can cast it. So, trick magic item, as far as I know, is not a thing in Dawnsbury Days. So, now I may be wrong and I just missed it. But that being the case, we are somewhat injured, but I think we can go to the mandatory encounter.
But maybe don't open it yet until...
I definitely won't. I'm going to seek it twice.
Yeah. I was going to say, let people come around.
Yeah, they're not in a good spot for it right now. Alright. Actually, I probably should have put Scarlet.
One down?
One down.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who hasn't been guidance yet? Not that now is the right time to do it.
I think we may have only guidance Toktar this time. Alright, well, it's fine. Scarlet can move next time anyway. We're gonna open it with our first action. We'll have 2 actions left to fight the Celestial Lions.
Oh, it's 3 Celestial Lions this time. Are they all standard Celestial Lions?
Yes, but they're only level 5. So, we're going to attack this one. Alright, it has been knocked prone. That is good. We will attack it again. We could have raised the shield, but meh. Okay. So there's no cover against...
Yeah, might as well attack the one that's right there.
The one that's right there. It's also prone. But I think we can double shot it.
That and that? Yeah, sounds good.
Banish.
Awesome.
Immobilize.
That one.
That one, when it takes its things out, is going to get hit and possibly knocked prone also. Which is completely funny. Okay. Well, that's what we get.
That guy points out, time to respect to use a scroll, then points out you never make a trick magic item DC anyway.
Okay, you're right. You know what? Math guy did the math.
Yes.
And that is true. The DC is Balderdash. Whatever Balderdash is, that's what the DC is to use that. Oh, I probably should have intimidated it first. Oh, wait, they're going next. Not the best time to intimidate, but we'll do it anyway.
You could have done a guidance.
And it critically failed. It's fine. Oh, we didn't knock it prone. It did giant breath weapons. Okay, but they're also very low, and this is the end of the encounter, and we'll get healed soon. So, let's see what we can do.
Stabbing time.
It's clear, so, oh, we can swipe.
Swipe, yeah, let's do it.
Wait, why did that guy get to hit me? Avenging Bite. They make a jaw strike when you attack one of their buddies.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Well, anyway. This one, I think, is it still stuck here? No. It's recharging its breath weapon. Alright, well, let's banish it.
There we go.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm not going to say what I said before about there not being traps.
This is the real one, so...
So this will be the most likely to have a trap, yeah.
It should be this one, but I think it was actually the
magic one had the magic
We'll have
trap.
Scarlet open it just for lulz.
Scarlet does have the most hit points remaining.
We defeated the Guardian and took the tiara.
It's time to go, everyone.
Full clear. Steal from all 4 alcoves in the Heavenly Vault. We got an achievement for our greed.
Plane shift back home.
And we did it on hard mode. Alright, let's see what else we got. Tiara of the Open Skies. It is a Wisdom Apex item, so we're going to put it on to Anna. +1 striking, flaming.
Wait, didn't we give Anna 19 Wisdom just in case?
Yes, but
in which case
this gives you 2.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Which actually, it's this gives you 2, so it doesn't matter. So we're 21, and we would have had 20. The main thing is we have an Apex item.
But there's a lesser. That's a lesser sturdy shield.
Sturdier shield that are
Switch it to the minor one. Yeah,
shield.
absolutely. And then a +1 striking flaming warhammer. Yes, exactly.
Yes, this is a +1 striking flaming warhammer. The main thing about it is that it's flaming. So we could put the flaming rune onto somebody's thing who has a worse rune than flaming. We could switch it off.
Because there's a +2 weapon also.
Correct. There is a +2 weapon, which we could make be not the short bow if we wanted to. We could make it be something else, but
I mean in terms of multi-rune.
Oh yes, you're right. We could put the flaming also on the short bow, or move all of it onto a long bow and do the same. But you make a good point, Linda.
I do make a good point.
You make a good point. Are we gonna remember to do that? Oh wait, there's one encounter here, Evil from the Stars, and then a level up and downtime. Should we just do the last encounter?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the one at the end of the day. But first, we can move some things. So, how much money will it cost us? 140, and then 93 to move this onto something other than a short bow. So it's like, how much do we care about having the longbow that does 2 additional damage, but it has very long range, but sometimes makes us move around compared to that money. The other option is also to put the +2 onto like Tokdars, for example,
and then move the flaming rune onto that.
That is another choice. On the other hand, like Scarlet does get to make a lot of attacks.
That's true.
So if we look at her damage, it's like her total damage is 2d6 +1 because wait a minute, plus weapon specialization.
Yeah.
It says +1, but it should be 2d6 plus 3, so it's 4. So right now she's doing 11, although the weapon specialization is not listed, at least. She should be doing 11. Though she did do 0 once to a creature that resists 10, so I'm not sure about that.
So maybe it's not applying?
Unclear. Either way, though, the point is that the 2d8 is like about 20% more damage, not counting the good damage.
So we could move all the runes onto the
longbow. We could. Or it would be less expensive to just move the flaming rune onto the short bow and deal with the lower damage.
I mean, that may be worthwhile, then.
See, if we had Point Blank Stance as a feat, which is a feat in Pathfinder, we could have just taken that, and then that would have been something she could do to deal with the volley penalty, for example. But we do not have that. Instead, we have United Assault. So, what do you think, Linda? It is a significant amount of damage, but it is true that sometimes there's not enough space for her to easily like attack at the volley distance.
We had to switch things around.
Then again, it is safer when she's in those back areas for sure. Well,
there's also the question of what we would do with the move. Like, for example, if it was a I guess if you take the +2 striking holy, okay. So like if you moved it onto the
we could also move the flaming onto the longbow and move the +2 and move the holy onto something else as well. So like we have multiple options. We could move the holy on instead of, for example, disrupting or possibly demolishing, which only deals extra damage to constructs.
I mean, I think it's an interesting decision.
Yep.
We do have 907 money. Is there something in particular we're saving up for?
Yes, resilient runes on everybody's armor who did not get one.
let's see. I do think we definitely want to get the flaming rune in play.
Yes. And that's easy enough. The easiest way to do it is literally the minimum is to just move the flaming rune onto this. Although the wounding rune also we could like swap around instead of the demolishing rune, for example.
There's also an anarchic rune that we're not using.
Oh, where is it?
On the +1 striking anarchic dagger there.
I missed that. We could have used that against the lawful things, I guess.
Though we're probably going to be we may be fighting more chaotic things going forward.
That's true. Tok'tar would not want to use the anarchic rune anyway. Yeah. But we did fight a bunch of lawful things and we totally did not use the anarchic rune.
But we didn't have a place to put it on our existing things.
Oh, that's true.
Well, I guess we could have put it on our short bow.
We fought like all those aeons.
Yeah.
It not even in this one, but in the thing before that, and then some things in heaven. But that's alright. So, let's see. If we put flaming and holy on... Let's put flaming and wounding on the longbow.
On the longbow? That sounds good.
Okay. Which means we need to put the +2 onto the longbow. Okay. And so that will be flaming and wounding. And at that point, let's see, actually, yeah, because flaming is more consistent damage than holy.
Yeah.
And that will help. Wait, that was the +1. Where is the flaming?
There it is,
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, it's just detaching it. It's not putting it onto the longbow? No, surely it's going to put it onto the longbow. It just said detached, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't say... But normally if we want to move it, it would say move, right? Like here it would say... Oh, well, this is not a +1, but we've got a +1 string battle axe.
Yeah.
So here it would say... Oh, I guess it just says detached.
Regardless.
Okay, fair enough. I was worried it was going to detach it.
And then not add it. Yeah,
okay, it was added there. And then in that case, we should get... I think holy is better than demolishing.
Holy than demolishing, yeah. So we can pull demolishing off.
We'll just pull the demolishing off.
Yeah.
And then move holy onto the flick base. Alright. There we go. And then we switch to this. And we're very happy.
Yeah, our inventories are getting kind of cluttered.
Oh, they are, but
we may
after this last encounter, we're going to need to sell.
We'll spend some time.
We obviously can't sell right now because we're in the middle of heaven, and we have to fight this. Here we go.
In the possession of the tiara, you make haste to the ley line from which you can plane shift back home, but an angel catches up to you. An angel? Not really.
Okay. We're at the ley line. Where's Lori?
She'll be here any minute. We were faster than we thought we would be.
We can't plane shift back without her, right?
You cannot plane shift away either way, I'm afraid. You stole from the heavenly vault, didn't you?
Our escape plan failed, Battle Leader.
Is he going to arrest us?
Look at the monster next to Seraphiel. It very much looks evil, doesn't it?
You think this angel is also controlled by an intellect devourer?
Not just the angel. The monster acts too calm. I think it's controlled by an intellect devourer as well. This angel is already dead, team. Let's force the intellect devourer out.
And this time we won't allow it to escape.
A fight to the death suits us fine.
Controlled by an intellect devourer. Alright, well this is the same kind of situation as the other angel, but this one has a 30-foot burst and a 30-foot burst. Is it flying? It doesn't say it's flying, does it?
It doesn't. I guess it'll have to jump across with that.
No, maybe its 30-foot burst has a longer range. It doesn't say it's a 30-foot emanation, right?
Right.
The 30-foot burst could be like a 30-foot burst within all of this distance feet. Okay, well that's kind of nasty.
I mean, she can shoot from a huge distance with her bow.
She can, but some of the people are not going to be so lucky. So I'm going to assume that the Destrachon is going to be a pain in the butt. So I'm not even going to double shot. The melees can deal with the melee. I'm going to shoot only this one in case it has a really long range.
Acting, assisting.
There we go.
Nice.
That was a good start.
So then we gotta get across this.
The main issue is that if it can do a 30-foot burst on this, then like 5, 15, 30, like almost the entire thing.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking we
burst.
should jump him across to the main
I don't
part.
think he can.
Can he not?
That's too long to
right.
jump. He could theoretically like grab a potion of flying and drink it though.
I guess that's why we got the potions of flying.
The
Check out his potion of flying.
like. Although we don't know for sure that it can hit all the way over here.
You could wait and see.
Well, what
Move him back to a place that's a little more spread out on the cloud if you want. But
yeah, I can move him here. And turn.
oh, there we go.
Well, now at least if he does a gigantic burst, it may hit his own ally, I guess.
Angel was kind enough to come up to us.
Sure, but it has a reactive strike, so it's not being that kind.
It fixes our how do we get across the gulf problem.
Alright, well, also it resisted with, I'm assuming shield block? Yeah, so
Yeah.
reaction used up. Alright. So, let's see, we could raise a shield, but I'm not so sure they're going to attack Safi, so we could just attack. Alright. So, let's see. I think we can needle darts and then move back here.
Sounds good. And we can also keep in mind that this is painful harmonics. Yep.
It totally did do that at
Well, what
range.
is the frequency with which it can use that ability? Is that a once every 1d4? Yes.
Yes. Its destructive harmonics might also be able to hit there, though.
Yes.
So,
and both are once every 1d4, which means it can. There are a lot of rounds where it'll be
it
able to
did
use one.
stun its own ally for 2,
That's
though.
good.
So-
Well, let's have Scarlet keep...
And
oh,
this
Scarlet's,
guy's used its
Scarlet's
reaction.
Sickened. How sickened is Scarlet?
Just 1.
Okay.
Okay. So... Oh, right. Anna took the only good spot for Scarlet. Sorry, Scarlet. Let's remove the second and then do a United Assault on him. Okay.
Smash.
Do Wretch and Smash. He raised his shield and recovered from being stunned. Safi was also stunned. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of Scarlet's one favorite spot.
Yes.
Then, I guess Wretch. And Wretch.
As expected, destructive
Yes, we
harmonics.
totally expected that, but we didn't expect to critically fail with.
Oh, what is she at? 7? Oof.
Yes. Also, it almost killed Seraphiel.
Yeah.
All right, obviously we're attacking the guy in the back, just like we did last time, but we are not doing as well. All right.
Didn't you ever attack the angel last time?
Did I?
I think you did. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I may have forgotten. I may have forgotten who our real target was. It was the guy in the back. All right.
Well, I think it was because you couldn't get into the spot you wanted.
Oh, that might be the case. No, but even then we should have attacked the Detrish Khan.
Anyway, Anna's can heal, I'm sure, on her turn, but...
Oh, yes. But Safi
can attack on
can
his
attack.
turn. Shield block, yep.
Shield blocked. And missed. Oh, yes. Anna is obviously going to heal herself.
Yep, it's too messy to 3-action heal that turn.
That's right.
She was too low.
She was just too low. Oh, it can fly.
It does have fly, okay.
And it is still
Oh, I
recharging.
see it. There it is. Speed. It did say it there. Speed.
Okay.
25 flying.
There we go. So, take some persistent bleed damage.
Exacting. Assisting.
Alright. So, intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
And regular. Alright, we missed. Oof. Okay, well, Anna's gonna heal Top Dart next time.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That was shield blocked.
Speaking of shield block. Talk to our heal.
Talk to our buddy, old pal. Alright, and we're gonna cast Guidance on Scarlet because we want to kill some Dextricon. Alright, here it comes.
And Rohit says you should now be able to deduce the real reasons for the votes. Yes, indeed.
Well, I think that makes sense. Alright, so if we go here, then
That's clear.
That's clear for the angel, so we can now, we could also double attack the angel, but, or double attack them, but I think at this point,
Try to finish the angel?
yeah, he's got persistent bleed and should be killed by that automatically at the end of his turn, but...
We could also, yeah, we don't necessarily need it to be assisting if we're going for that, but yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Anyway.
Because if it succeeds, then it wins.
We don't need an intimidating strike, so let's just kill... Oh, and we can
Intellect
attack the
Devourer popped
Intellect
out.
Devourer.
There we go. Can we
How about
intimidate it?
That's a good question, but let's see. Oh, and it's gonna possibly use confusion, which is very annoying. But I'm gonna actually go here
And try to finish that
because
one?
it's
Yeah.
gonna get some of its stuff back soon.
That's true. See if we can take it out before it does.
Oh, I should have done a double slice.
Double slice? Yeah, probably.
All right, what is our chances here? 20%. I think that's worth it. All right, and can
Healer.
does she need to heal him again?
He's below half.
He is, but which one did it get back? It got back destructive harmonics, didn't it? I'd like to kill it though. What is my chances of killing it? Oh no, not high enough. Not high enough.
What about the spell? What I know this may seem anathema. What about casting a higher level spell?
This is the highest level spell.
It's
heal is the highest level spell. Oh, but I see what you mean. You mean casting like a divine wrath against evil.
Yeah.
Like a good divine
A good divine wrath on both of them.
I could see that. I mean, this thing's evil too. Let's do it.
Mhm.
Good divine wrath. Finish them. Oh man. It survived with 2 hit points.
Wow.
Linda.
Okay. We could guide someone, I guess. Or, because she doesn't need to heal herself. Or demoralize.
I'm gonna demoralize it.
I thought that might have taken it out.
Oh, wait. It's using fly. We did it.
Alright, now we have a
That
second
was so
Intellect
lucky.
Devourer.
If it had well, I guess it would have killed itself, but
Yeah.
it could have potentially bursted on us. Alright. So what's our situation? There's no way to get within 35 feet, but now that we put everything onto this, we're just gonna do it. Ha ha ha!
Immobilize. Well done.
Okay, I guess we can assist against this non-immobilized one, because that one is like super stunned because he made a save against the confusion. Alright, so Tokdar can go here, because I don't did this guy did not remove his immobilize.
That's good too, because then you're in range to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And did this guy use his confusion? This guy did use his confusion, and that guy also uses confusion, but they both do have soothe. Actually, we can go here.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have reach. And
Sounds good.
Then...
Attack?
Why can't... Oh, are they immune to fear? Yeah, all emotions.
Ah, there we go.
Don't slide. We like where he is. Alright, so...
Double slice?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Do you
Oh,
want
wait,
to
we didn't
Agile
switch
Grip
to
first?
Agile Grip, so we should have done that earlier, but we didn't.
Well, we could do it now. And then do the... Okay, too late.
No.
Why not?
What?
Why couldn't we have switched to Agile
We
Grip?
were stunned.
Oh, we were stunned. Okay.
That's why. The answer was no. It was for a good reason. Alright,
He'll talk to her, probably?
Yeah. Oh, right. We have actions left.
Anyone we haven't guidance yet?
Yes, a lot of people. Let's do it on Safi. Alright, double shot.
What is the resonance spell in her Totally Not Wayfinder?
It's like, fleet step for 30 feet of movement speed.
Okay, we don't need that here.
Yeah, it seems unlikely for us to use that. Alright, she's been dazed. Critical save. Yes, reactive shield. You missed. Okay, fun. Now, this is one of those...
Isn't Tokdar's Barbarian's Glove also let him heal himself?
Yes, and removes his fatigue condition.
So we can also consider that if Talk Dark is better.
That's a good point.
I guess we could have saved that and had him use that in his turn instead of using Hail.
That is actually a good point. Exacting Strikes makes Talk Dark's third attack have a very high chance of hitting, but it still did not. Alright. Let's use it. Finish it off. Oh!
Guidance! Oh, it's so low!
It's so low.
See if we can finish it off. There we go. Alright, we got that one.
And with this last action, we'll move to...
or we can switch stance and be ready to do
I would rather, because they have a bunch of spells, just be...
fair enough.
Be annoying this guy.
Then let's annoy him.
Now the question is, if I move here, he can't step away and cast spells?
Let's go adjacent then. Yeah, and then
he removed his immobilize, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Talk Dark can... Talk Dark
Yes, he can slash me now, but I don't care. Alright, so let's see. He's evil, but...
Does he have bones?
He may have bones. But he's evil, so we can do a good Divine Lance, because good spells have a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have actions left. Let's Guidance. Talk Dark, I think, is our last
Does she Guidance herself this fight?
Oh, maybe not. Alright. United, we stand against this foe and it is dead if we hit with Exact. And we did not.
Not this time.
Assisting shot! No.
Would be really assistant to have it dead.
Okay, triple. Ha.
I'm sorry,
It
friend.
died for the persistent damage.
Caught me.
You are all under arrest for theft. Wait. Is that an intellect devourer?
There's 2 of them.
Seraphiel and Barakiel have been dead for a long time. Their bodies were stolen by intellect devourers.
Intellect devourers? In heaven itself. That's why they voted against us, even though we made such convincing arguments.
When the axiomatic barrier collapsed, it stopped protecting not just our plane, but also yours.
And demons aren't the only evil in the void.
Are there other intruders in heaven?
There was that aberration when we first came in.
I apologize profusely. I should have believed you when you first told me. We will order a full sweep. We will root out any imposters and intruders.
How do we know Ramael and Cassiel aren't impersonated themselves, Anna?
Safi raises a good point. The 2 of us will submit to an investigation as well. In fact, we'll start with that. Laurie, I know you would like to return below, but we would appreciate your help here as well.
Do you think that would be okay, Anna?
Our next step below will be piercing the barrier and attacking the Demon Lord. I don't think you can help with that anyway.
But please come back again. You still have a girl to raise after all.
Yes, of course. Dawnsbury is now my home too. I'll come as soon as heaven is safe.
You can keep the tiara of open skies, Anna.
And the 3 other things we stole.
And any other items
you have obtained from the vault.
We need the world's sake.
Cassiel did seem mad about keeping things in the vault and wanted to have them just be used.
Yes.
And go with the blessing and sincerest wishes.
Bro, it says no remaster for intellect devourers, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
They're intellect devourers. Level up! Cleric feat. Advanced domain. Infinite surging focus. Whenever an ally you see falls to 0 hit points, you immediately regain a focus point. Man, that's actually pretty strong if allies fall to 0 hit points, but we try to not have that happen. We could gain positive luminance, which creates...
Luminance reservoir.
At the beginning of your turn, the reservoir increases by 4, the radius increased by 10 feet. Whenever an undead creature within the radius damages you, it takes positive damage equal to half your reservoir. You can dismiss the spell. When you do, a living ally or undead enemy within the radius and heal that ally or deal positive damage equal to the luminance reservoir value. I mean, that seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, so you put it up at the beginning of the fight and then you decide when you wanna
heal or damage, and also they take damage.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
We could get back tons and tons of focus points, but I think this is better because we don't usually go unconscious.
Yeah.
And yes, that would have allowed us to use our blinding thing more, but also Advanced Domain gives us a second focus point to begin with each encounter, which is better than having a second point.
Which
only
means
when
we're
they go
more likely
unconscious.
to actually use our focus spell.
That's right. That's right. It's been a while since we could get those, and now we can have another 4th ranked spell. So that includes such winners as Divine Wrath, Tortoise and Hare. Like, arguably, maybe we should have prepared Fly when we saw we were in a place in heaven that could have been good.
Probably.
That's fine. Like, we could get Radiant Beam for a reflex, since this is Fortitude.
And it's good damage. And
It is a different saving throw
let's do
type,
it.
so I think that might be worth it.
Now, is there anything we want to take out of?
I
think we're fine.
I think we're okay.
Yep.
We're gonna equally not cast them. Just okay.
All right.
Now let's see 8th level fighter feats. So literally, she does not qualify for any of the one. Oh no, there's 3 up here. Never mind.
There's 3, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So disoriented opening is an attack of opportunity, makes them flat-footed. Positioning assault is melee. Quick shield block is a freebie shield block every turn, Safi. And blind fight
is the choice.
Yes. Choice. That's correct.
Let's take blind fight.
Is the only thing she can take.
We've done it.
We did it. We took blind fight. We're true masters.
Well done, Scarlet.
Of deciding things where there's only one option. Alright, let's see what else we've got here. So, Togdar could do a 2-action attack with his 2-handed weapon to slide them into spaces that remain within our reach. However, he has
there's a comment that
intimidating
triple
strike.
shot and point blank shot should be implemented next week.
Ooh.
So we may well be retraining.
We will be retraining our archer to have point blank shot, I think.
And we'll have it by then, because we will not be, we won't be here,
We
next
won't be
Saturday, because we're
playing
gonna
next
be
week.
at, we're gonna be at PAX East. Yeah.
Alright,
But
so
the week
I think
after.
we could take improved swipe because
Yeah.
now we
do
can
it.
just hit any 2 targets anywhere within our reach.
I like it.
And it literally is it literally, I mean, Power Attack and Furious Focus is a good combination where for certain situations where the enemies have resistance, but we're doing this anyway. Blind Fight is also not a bad feat. I'm gonna say it was our only choice.
So,
but
do
it's
we
a
want to
good
put
feat.
shield block with
We
our shield
definitely,
fighter?
Definitely.
Or do you have a
want it.
strong argument why we should do anything else?
Well, I mean, we didn't get Shield Warden yet. But yes, obviously, a free reaction every turn to shield block.
Yeah, right.
is outrageously good.
All right, now.
Also, we're here at this store where
shock.
we've got a shock, and a scroll of Clone Cult. So the first thing we're gonna do is
sell-
gather funds
by selling the scroll
selling this scroll of Power Word Blind
and the
that
scroll of Clone Cult.
automatically blinds any opponent in the game permanently with no save for 1 action.
Yes, correct.
This is just such a good scroll.
It is an incredible scroll that we cannot use due
We're
to our
selling
party
it because we
composition.
do not have anyone who can cast it.
All right.
Okay. Glad to see you, money. Now, Dawnsbury may have... yes, it did upgrade to have 8th level items now that we ourselves are 8th level. Yay.
All right, so I think we can also safely go ahead and sell that +1 leather armor that we have.
Oh, also, we may not have been able to move the +2 rune onto the cold iron ones because we don't have higher grade cold iron that can have +2 runes. That's possible.
That's
or
true.
that may
Okay.
not have been implemented also. Let's see what other weird random items we have that are higher level. There do not appear to be any. That's alright, because the items we wanted the most were
Yeah,
in
and it
the
said
rune
resilient
category.
runes, which is absolutely
Yes,
what we were
resilient runes are the key thing
Yeah.
that we want
So
most
let's
of
also
all.
go ahead and sell the +1 leather armor that we don't need.
Correct.
We also can probably...
Also, this is
Yeah.
worth a lot of money. I'm just saying, if we wanted 9
Don't you just lose the game if you do
Yes.
that? I wonder what, if it lets you, and let's save first if you
I'm
want
not
to play with
gonna
that,
do
but I
it.
don't think we should.
I'm not gonna
All
do
right,
it.
so let's also talk about what's going on with these other weapons. So we have a +1 striking warhammer.
That's true.
Would we ever use that?
I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
So we can sell that.
That's true. So, let's see. I don't think there's a need for the +1 striking warhammer. The question is it worth it? Is it worth 6 gold and not getting the half money to put striking on one of our backup weapons?
Oh, yeah, that's true. So...
Like, would it be worth it to have +1 striking on this maul that is Scarlet's deal damage to things that are immune to piercing weapon? And we want just the biggest damage that we can get for that because it's not Scarlet's forte.
Well, I guess, like, we could also, by the same
It's
token...
her ooze weapon.
Yeah, I guess is that more likely to be used than Tokdar's +1 Earthbreaker? Actually, wait, Tokdar also has a +1 striking battle axe. When would he ever use that?
When he needs to do slashing, I guess.
But is he more likely to need to do piercing or slashing? Yeah, I guess we have both of them. Anyway,
Not sure. probably bludgeoning is his most likely. So perhaps
Where did the... Oh, right, of course.
Perhaps we should move the striking onto the Earthbreaker and the Maul and then sell the other ones.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Alright, so we sell the Warhammer. We sell the +1 Battle Axe.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is...
Now...
there's a +1 striking short bow. Do we give that to Tokdar and then sell the short bow that he has?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing when I was looking at these short bows. We can sell his regular short bow. We also have a +1 striking shock long sword, so we can put shock onto... Oh, wait, well, we'll have to lose something. But we can put it onto his thing instead of disrupting.
Disrupting?
Yeah. Because the funny thing is, shock means if he crits, he hits 2 things.
Yeah.
And since he's going to swipe, he could potentially, like, swipe, crit them both, and deal electric damage twice. So...
So we can
take
pull
off disrupting.
Disrupting, yeah.
We could apply it to some kind of backup weapon if we feel like it, but I'm not sure if that's...
So, if we were going to put something on a backup, yeah.
We might get another +2.
We might, yeah, and then we'd be able to put them on.
So I'll just put it into Sephi's thing.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And then we'll put shock onto this, and we'll sell the +1.
Do we need any more striking on anyone?
Let's see. So Scarlet's, I have to do melee for some reason weapon. I don't really feel like there is much of a reason
why she would do that.
Melee.
If she did, she could use the +1 striking wall, I guess.
But she's much worse with it because dexterity.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like the only cases where she has to do that is like if she has to do bludgeoning damage, I would think, instead of piercing. So maybe we can get rid of the rapier. Also, the question is Anna ever going to use a... Is it worth having Anna have a +1 striking weapon? I think not, because she would always choose to use...
I think she wouldn't, but
yeah,
she has the sickle just...
We could just leave the sickle there.
Alright, so let's sell the rapier and the shorts. Let's sell the steel shield.
Yes. We can sell the other rapier, steel shield over here, too.
Yes. And we'll sell the rapier and the longsword.
Yeah, because we don't have a need for the other striking rune at this point, I believe.
That's right. Okay.
So then the question is, do we need... What is the potion situation? Are there any of those we would sell?
Safi still has some lessers, because lessers do at least heal like 14.
Yeah.
It's not very much, but it's
And
something.
Safi has a regular short bow, which is part of our normal, our hand-down short bow situation.
Yes, there's a regular short bow in here. It is the correct amount of short bow for Safi.
Yes.
Okay. So... I guess just to clear up space, we can sell one of the lesser healing potions and sell one of Safi's bottled omens.
Yeah.
Then Safi can put the potion of flying into the bag of holding.
We could also put the potion of leaping in there and take the short bow out, maybe.
Just because we normally put potions in there.
Just for a little bit of clarity.
To find in there.
And moderate healing is still out of there.
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay, that all seems reasonable. Okay. So in that case, let's
buy resilient runes.
Buy some resilient runes. That's basically our money at this point. Resilient.
Oh yeah. Oh right, of course. And if Scarlet actually does need to fight a melee, she could use the +1 striking and Arctic Dagger.
That's true. That's true. Also, we theoretically could have used full plate on these characters, but it would have lowered their movement speed and given them 1 more AC.
Yeah, but we...
Arguably, we might be able to use full plate
on Safi now? Yeah.
Now.
Well,
it's just
should we do that?
early in the game, we couldn't afford full plate,
Yeah.
and then we kind of forgot about it for a while.
But Safi's more of the tank, so why don't we give him a full plate and we can make it a plus...
We can put all of the stuff onto
Yeah.
it. Okay, let's do that.
We can transfer the +1 from the breastplate there.
Onto the full plate.
And we can sell the...
We can
sell the extra breastplate.
Sell the extra breastplate. Safi's movement speed is now down to a mere 30 feet.
Mere 30 feet.
That's right. A mere 30 feet. We're going to sell the breastplate, then we're going to go to runes. Tatar can keep the breastplate because we already put resilient onto it.
Also, it makes sense to have one who's like a little more mobile.
I think that the full plate probably would have still been better because Tatar's movement speed is high enough, but...
Oh well.
It's fine. We spent the money. We're not going to redo all of that again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The question is, do we put one on Anna? I feel like, yeah. Probably unless you're counting on finding another one that drops and then saving money in that way.
Alright, so now everybody's resilient. We do not have enough money left to give another Boots of Bounding. So, I think we're good. We'll be ready for the final part.
Indeed.
So we can.
So let us save the
our
game.
There we go. So, let's see what people think we should do. So thanks for joining us. Please like and subscribe if you're into this
I saw
kind of
Matt
content.
already voted for continuing this game.
It will be 2 weeks from now because of PAX East. So
there's our vote, and let's go and give XP to all of our live viewers as well.
That's right. So stay tuned for your XP. I think it has to be here, maybe? Is that right? The other browser is the one that can do the XP, or no?
Sometimes it, I think it is the other one, but you might have to type farther before it says it.
Oh, it is the other one. Okay.
There. See?
There it is. You're right. So we'll give you guys XP for joining us. It's a lot of XP. So.
4, 4, 4, says everyone. 1 with an exclamation point.
That is good. All
As
right.
expected, we have 4 votes for 4.
Of course, Dawnsbury Day 1. So,
Yes.
You got a huge amount of XP.
150 channel XP
Thanks
to
for
all live viewers.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
joining
so
us,
much for joining
everyone.
us.
Hope you enjoyed our playthrough of Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And join us in 2 weeks, as if we do. I mean, Heaven looked like it's longer than Beyond the Barrier by a significant amount. So in 2 weeks, maybe we'll finish everything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we won't. It looks like there's like an extreme encounter or something after a long
After
rest.
a long rest,
see.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you either on Tuesday for our next non-Dawnsbury episode, or